What's up, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM, and welcome back, y'all.
Hey.
Apologies for the late start, but finally we're getting to it. So, for those who are unaware, this is the Resident Roleplay Kijuju one-shot, in which we will be playing through some cut content from the main campaign. So, we are going to be going through and playing the events of the Kijuju mission that y'all skipped in the campaign.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you sequence break the game.
Essentially. It's all still got to go somewhere. So, yeah, when Chauncey gave the order to circumvent the mission in Kijuju, this is what happened in the interim. So, we don't really have name tags for y'all this time around, since we're playing not the usual characters. So why don't we go through and have a round of introducing our characters before we begin, if you would all like to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, I had something playing in the background. I thought somebody was talking to me. All right. I'm going first.
Mm.
I'm Junior.
Is that all there is to it?
What?
I said, is that all there is to it?
Yep, I'm Junior. I go in first. You come in after me. If there's anybody left, that is. There's not gonna be anybody left.
All right.
He's a soldier.
Junior of the BSAA.
Do you want me to give a physical description?
Sure. Yeah. Let's hear it.
He's freaking massive. I can hear myself in somebody's echo. Anyways, he's 6'3". He weighs 290 pounds. Sorry, 280 pounds. And he is completely covered in like tactical riot gear. And on one of his arms, he carries this massive, like custom made for his size, full metal riot shield. And he has this puny little shotgun tucked in his back.
All right.
It's a regular size shotgun, but compared to him, it looks like a stick.
So, Junior.
Junior.
Junior's the name.
Who's next?
How about we go in order from left to right here? So, Mel.
There isn't really much to say about me or anything. I mean, I'm Scarlett. That's me. I'm just kind of here doing my business, doing my job. That's all I do. Although I say hello to each of you.
What?
Exactly.
You're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear too well out of this ear.
That's unfortunate then. That's
What?
not my problem. Oh, so she is, Scarlett is a woman 6'2", and she is burly. She is a burly woman. She wears contacts, but she has red contacts, silver hair. It's tacked out in like full, like heavy combat gear, and assault rifle. She carries around. And then you'll notice little knuckle dusters that she just always has on, ready to punch somebody. But yeah, that's Scarlett.
Mm-hmm. And Sleepy.
Oh, I'm
My
scared.
name's Dante.
Oh,
Oh no.
That's Dante.
Yes, thank you for repeating that for the record in a way we can actually understand it.
See, his entire body is covered in something. Like, you don't even know what this dude looks like underneath. He's got this huge kind of helmet, gas mask combo which is you can assume is why his voice sounds like that. and then he's got like not like super heavy armor, but pretty thick armor, pants and boots, a large shotgun. Now that you have no idea what this dude looks like.
So he's pretty much covered head to toe.
And it's like with Junior, you can only see his face because everything else is just like covered in tactical gear. Literally just his face is showing, and there's like a freaking riot shield down over it too.
Hmm.
And he's got the dumbest smile.
And he does have a mustache, right? I think you mentioned that.
Oh, he's got a pretty righteous mustache.
Yeah, somebody with a mustache, I see.
Wax it every day. Look at it, it's beautiful! Beautiful!
Oh, man.
It is very beautiful.
Oh, it's the best.
So, with this colorful cast of characters, let's return to the deserts of Kijuju, shall we?
No, I don't like the desert, I'm leaving.
So in the middle of a barren desert landscape, several miles from the nearest town, is the local BSAA base camp. The camp is crowded and busy and enclosed by barbed wire fencing. Its own fortified little town. This camp has been your home for 3 hard months now. So, as hotel team, you had been brought to the Kijuju Autonomous Zone after the fall of Tricell to aid local forces in exterminating the remaining BOWs. You've tackled many a dangerous mission together, but today some new orders came down the chain. The acting director of the BSAA has personally assigned you to a rescue mission. A civilian with TerraSave by the name Elza has not returned from an unsanctioned excursion to a nearby village in search of the missing daughter of a refugee family. Your objective is to travel to the village, determine Elza's fate, and bring her back to camp if you can.
Oh no, a damsel in distress? I'm on my way.
So,
I feel like that's everybody's just kind of reaction to Junior.
just sigh.
Just
So, the village Elza went to is on the other side of a mountain from the base camp. And so, trekking there on foot, you know of 3 routes to the village.
the fastest one.
Well, let me give you the options. There's the trail, which is a trail that goes over the mountain. It's longer, but only roaming Majini tend to patrol it, making it a pretty safe route. Then, there's the caves. The caves go straight through the mountain. It's the shortest and most direct route, but few that go there return. Those that do report strange creatures hunting them from the dark. And then lastly, there's the long way, which is going all the way around the mountain. It's the longest possible travel, but threats would be pretty minimal on such an open expanse.
Anybody have any preference?
What are you asking?
We're going through that mountain.
Yeah, only somebody like you would want to go through the mountain like that. That's actually
Hey, if they didn't give me the option, I was going through it anyways.
You gotta sit here and think tactically for a moment instead of trying to do that.
You gotta
Jesus.
listen.
How did you make it? Anyway, so yes. What was Dante, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yep, yes, you are. All right, so I just sit here and I think about it. Right now, we could go through the caves. That is
We're
a
going
thing.
through
That
the
is
caves.
no.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Stop for a moment. Listen.
I
Now.
really can't.
Oh man. Somebody else in here can you like knock his ear up or like give him his hearing aid or something? Does somebody have an hearing aid of his?
I
No.
do not.
No. Okay.
I got a
well,
Bluetooth.
actually, that's a good idea. Gets on the Bluetooth. All right. So this is exactly.
Ah, there you are.
You just hear it through the Bluetooth. All right, so we could go through the cave, but what I'm thinking is if we want to, we don't want to take too long getting there, considering we know, somebody we need to go find someone. However, I'm thinking maybe we can go through, instead of going through the caves and the mountain, we can take the trail. I mean, it'll
Why
still
not go
put me.
over the mountain?
What?
What?
Why not go over the mountain?
Well, that's what I mean. That's the trail. So we're going to be going
No,
through.
over the mountain.
I don't think
Not
we
around
really went
it.
that far.
No. There's that's the thing. That's the path that's going towards
The
and
path
up.
goes
all
around it.
around. No, there's another path that goes around. That's the one that takes forever. We don't got forever. That's what I was saying. We could probably go through and go up instead of going through the caves. We still got Majini potentially wandering around, right? It's whatever, but it's a safer route than
I
going
won't be
through the
able to
caves.
survive my gun.
What?
You did this to yourself.
Yes.
And my character has to be partially deaf too.
They won't survive my gun.
I think you didn't even have a chance to get to your gun. If I'm going in there, I'm clearing a path that is junior shaped.
I don't think we need anything junior shaped until we get to the village. Save special junior energy for the village.
Oh, I don't save special junior energy. Everybody gets a little bit of junior energy.
I don't want it, thank you. But
That's your
I
loss.
also
I'm offering it
don't
to
want
everybody.
hey, listen, I'll take the junior energy in action when we get to the village.
I'll
But
keep
for
it.
now, let's go over the mountain. I'm okay with going over the mountain. That's
I'm
fine.
going
with
through
me.
that mountain.
Going over the mountain is exactly the same way as going through, because we're going through it by going over it by traveling through the mountain.
Can we just make a decision?
Oh,
Well, that's the decision.
oh.
We're going up.
I'm going through that mountain.
He's going to die if he goes in there alone.
Junior, listen
What?
to me. Look at me.
I'm looking.
Okay?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. Listen, what if I told you that regardless if we go through or up, around, or over the mountain, going over the mountain is still going through, and there's still going to be a bunch of stuff we encounter. You still get to do junior stuff.
Going through the mountain shorter. We get there faster. There's a damsel in distress. Why are you even here talking? We need to go.
Because the damsel in distress is still gonna get, we're still gonna get to her without going through the cave.
Now we got to go to the case.
All right, so Dante, we're going over the mountain.
Now we're going through those caves.
I can't hear anybody at the moment. It's just you and me talking right now, Dante. So we're going over.
Should I just pick him up and carry him with us?
Yeah.
Can I pick you up? Can I?
I mean, if you would
Can I
like to
make-
try, make contested athletics checks. Or, a grapple check, so athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
I didn't do test rolls. Oh no.
No, I don't think any of us did. We're too late.
Nope.
I don't even need it.
I don't even need it.
Okay.
First rolls.
Uh,
I'm trying to think.
yeah.
Yo.
That's an 18. That's oh geez. I don't think it was. No, it's not Brawler that gets advantage on.
No, you're thinking about Grappler.
Yeah.
It's a fighting style thing, not a subclass thing.
Right. Because I had like 3 different things ready to go, and I was like, I had them all ready. I was like, which one of these am I gonna?
Give me.
All right, it's contested athletics
Yeah. Or acrobatics.
or what?
Acrobatics.
Or acrobatics.
Yeah.
Give me.
All right, Dante starts dragging you along. And
All
you're
right, we're going through the mountain.
so, as you all set out on your trek away from the base camp,
No, wait, put me down.
your unit of 12, because all the BSAA units are 12-member teams. Rather, they're 12-member units, but they are split into 3 different teams of 4. So your unit of 12 that comprises hotel team splits into 3 teams of 4. So accompanying you and your team is Corporal Ramirez, and the other teams take different routes to the village, all bound for the same destination, for the same mission. You feel pretty confident at the outset in the ability of this unit. You've been through a lot together. As you go your separate ways, taking different routes to clear to the destination, you press onward. So, trudging through the barren desert, debilitating heat beating you down every step of the way.
Put me down.
You make it a few miles out, and before getting into the mountainous region. So, which route are you all, after all, going through?
Going through those caves. The caves. Caves over there. Caves.
We're going. We're going through the. We're going up. Well, what was the one that was going up
Yeah,
over
the-
the mountain.
over the mountain? Yeah, we're going over the mountain.
All right. So you take the trail over the mountain. So, heading up, you finally, it's about a 6-mile trek to the village, going by the trail. So, at a normal movement speed, at a normal travel pace, I believe that'll take you about 2 hours worth of travel.
Mhm.
So, it's another long hike, more debilitating heat, but you're used to it by now. You've trained for these conditions, and you've been living in these conditions for, again, the better part of a few months. So you press on along the journey, along this mostly man-made trail, which cuts up the side of the rocky mountain. So, what order are you all marching in as you head up through the trail?
Once Junior eventually wrestles himself downward off of the shoulder of Dante, he's gonna take point. No one else will.
All right.
All right, on to the caves. Let's go.
I'll have Dante in the middle.
Scarlett will be in the back then.
All right. So, you press onwards into the unknown. At this point, it's in, about the early afternoon. So the sun is bright in the sky and about the hottest point in the day. And yet, all the same, there's a certain ominousness of what you're heading into. You know you have evaded a pretty dangerous route by going over, but at the same time, everything in Kijuju has been dangerous territory since the fall of Tricell and all of their bioweapons that they pumped into the region still roaming free. But with your squad of 4 moving along. You press on towards the goal. Ramirez just sticks to the back with Scarlett, keeping his rifle handy and sharp eye out.
What's he loaded out with?
He looks to have a pretty standard issue BSAA kit. He's got an M9 Beretta handgun strapped to his side and some sort of general issue assault rifle, an M16 that he's wielding as a primary.
Mm-hmm.
So the two nearest to the front, Junior and Dante. Keeps taking me a moment because I look over and just see Nuria. So Junior and Dante, I need the two of you to make perception checks
Oh,
as you're leading the
man.
pack.
Don't worry, I have perception.
Okay.
Despite having a giant mask on my face.
What was that?
Situational awareness.
Yes, situational awareness would apply.
What's
So I
that
think we all
doing
get
then?
advantage.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, as on everybody's soldiers. 21.
No, you have more perception than me. Gonna steal your thing.
Nice.
Double 11s. 15.
All right. So, Junior, Dante, as the two of you are leading the pack, you continue up the side of this mountain, and as you're nearing the apex, you come into an area where you're in a sort of small, not necessarily valley, but this area in which you are flanked by inclines on either side. There are small hills amongst the different mounds of rock that are surrounding you.
Perfect.
And you do notice, Junior, in your point guard position, that there, and you don't notice this until the last minute, but you do notice that there is some movement behind some of the rocks above you.
Hey!
And as you yell that out, you see a fairly sizable boulder begin to move as some call-outs ring throughout the area in the native tongue of the locals before the boulder falls from the ledge down over Junior and Dante. I need the two of you to make mobility saving throws.
I want to catch it.
No!
I
No.
want to catch you.
I knew we're going to die, but like you're gonna have to die straight away.
Make a strength saving throw with disadvantage. I'll say for you instead. But Dante, make a mobility saving throw.
Can I help him?
Like, as in,
Can
like,
I-
also try to catch it?
Yeah, can I help him so it just gets it like a regular roll?
Alright, I'll say, Junior, you can make a roll for the two of you, but it's just a straight roll. She will cancel, or, Dante, he will cancel out the disadvantage for you.
It
15.
would have been a good time for a nat 20.
So, that is a success. But I'll say, given the method by which you are evading here, Dante will take no damage, but Junior, you will have to take half.
Okay.
So you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. But as this boulder falls upon you, you see this coming and bravely essentially charge it as it's heading down the incline. You have enough time to run up to it and just brace yourself against it. It hits hard, but you plant your feet into the ground and your heavy armor moving weight against weight, manages to slow it to a stop after a few revolutions that knock you back. Your forearms are bruised as it skids across, but you manage to slow it to a stop.
I charge it with my shield.
Still take a pretty heavy brunt, but eventually it slows.
It's gonna like shove it off to the side and just look up at if I can see any movement and just flex.
And as you do, you hear more of those locals shouting out in the language that you don't understand, and you begin to find yourself surrounded on all sides by what look to be some local Majinis with these human-looking villagers with these parasitic mandibles pedaling out from their mouths.
We see them coming, and it's just like, ah, let's go!
All right, I need y'all to roll for initiative.
We all have high initiative.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I think everybody has proficiency by this point,
yeah.
right?
Oh, baby.
Why is my dice taking so long to roll? Oh no!
Oh, baby.
Hey, are y'all ready for this initiative?
Here we go.
Oh no!
Because it's adding your proficiency bonus to this too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it higher than mine? Oh, god!
Whoa.
It's not my health isn't being deducted. Oh, wait, there it is. It just took a while.
All right. So,
Oh, Scarlett the Tough.
Oh, I need a nickname.
I like her already.
I like her already.
so, top of the round, Scarlett, you go first. Again, you're in this sort of narrow passage that is in the middle of this sort of hilly terrain to either side of you. You see about 10 Majini surrounding you on all sides, as one of whom seems to be a bit larger than the others. Is like this big fat man that's running around with no shirt on that looks pretty tough and pretty strong.
Call dibs.
Is that Chauncey?
Yeah. So yeah, let me.
Also, I need to roll for Ramirez, actually. Forgot about him. Okay, so go
Ramirez,
ahead.
take this pistol and save the world.
What's Junior's nickname? What's Junior's nickname?
Junior.
No, what is he? Like, Junior the what?
Junior's all you ever need to know. When you hear Junior, you know that fear comes into your heart because Junior's coming for you.
So I'm gonna go through.
I don't think that's fear I feel.
That's
a
what
bonus
love.
action. A bonus action adrenaline rush.
All right, adrenaline rush. You narrow your focus as your blood starts pumping.
And then you said there's 10 and one of them's a big boy.
Yeah, one of them's a
But-
pretty sizable dude.
10 and 1 or 10 altogether?
10 and then the one big dude.
Okay.
And 10 and then the one big dude. Okay. So she's gonna focus her attacks on because Junior. I'm pretty sure Junior's eyeing the big boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's flexing and looking right at him.
So
Making eye
she's
contact.
And so she's just like, she looks at everybody else for a moment and just, she just in this adrenaline rush, she's just like, all right, Junior, you handle the big boy. The rest of you get the rest of those.
Ah!
And then, she just starts firing off at some Majini.
All right. Yeah, they're all a fair distance from you at the moment. All in the 30 to 40 foot range.
30. Okay, that's fine. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've obviously set up in some sort of ambush position here at this narrow passage in order to attack passersby.
They got us surrounded, the poor bastards.
So this is gonna be aimed at one of the random Majini.
All right.
That's not the big boy.
All right.
Oh no.
All right, that obviously doesn't hit.
That does not
does
hit. Oh, which weapon is this?
This is with the AUG.
Okay, so you're firing at them with an assault rifle.
Yeah, with the assault rifle.
So yeah, some rounds scatter amongst the rocks.
That extra attack. 14?
That does hit.
Alright, cool. That's 3. That's 16 to one of them.
Ooh. 16 points of damage as you light him up and see these spatters of blood staining his shirt. But he is undeterred and he just kind of growls at you with these parasitic mandibles coming out of his mouth.
Yeah. And then with that, she's gonna move. So, is there anywhere to necessarily like get behind? I know that they're surrounding us, but I guess from the ones that aren't necessarily surrounding them, that are more towards like, let's say, a front angle or whatever. Is there a means to get out of cover from them?
Yeah, with the various rocks and other terrain surrounding you, you could slip into some crevices and get cover against probably a good half of them, right? But you can't only do one half or the other.
Yeah.
Can't get cover from everybody, but you could definitely slip into some crevices that would give you cover against one half of your foes.
Oh yeah, that's what she's gonna do.
All right, so you slip into some of the rocks with your movement. That's gonna be your turn?
And, yep, not using action surge yet.
All right. Next up is going to be the big man, who, seeing that flex, is simply from the front going to charge at Junior and come in swinging with this big, almost slow-looking, like wildly telegraphed haymakers. He looks like he's moving a great amount, just displacing a great amount of air with each swing.
Oh, you're walking at me? Making my job easy.
So, that's going to be 3 punch attacks against you.
That hits.
24. 25.
Also hits.
These are some high rolls. And 10.
That does not.
So, from the first hit, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And from the second, 7. And I need you...
Total of 15?
Total of 15. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
$23.
Alright, the first attack just clips you across your jaw. The second one goes in for a straight. That would knock you back, but you tank it.
Headbutt it.
Yeah, head first. And knock his fist backwards in a blow that should have rightfully knocked you back. And are utterly unmoved.
You're gonna have to try harder, boyo!
And he just looks at you just like, "Ugh," with this kind of frustrated look about him before putting his dukes up and getting ready for another round. That's going to be his turn. Next up is Ramirez, who sees y'all surrounded and hearing the shout out from Scarlett, who's kind of one of the more senior members of the team. Yeah.
Never mind. That turn's already over.
So he is going to follow through with his senior officer's recommendation and start shooting at some of the Majini that are surrounding y'all. In fact, he's gonna take a shot at a fresh one with his assault rifle, which is going to hit. I'll just take average for him dealing 16 points of piercing damage as he just unloads towards his target, sending some more spatters of blood across it. Or rather, some fresh ones for this target. But he's going to kind of stay out in the open, staying close to Dante, more or less. And that is going to be the end of his turn. Next up, the Majini are going to take their turn.
Oh, we're so slow.
So,
Like, Junior's still just sitting there screaming.
Yeah, exactly. You have yet to make your move. The first 5, or the front 5, who are posted up on the ledges in their calculated ambush position, are going to start raining down fire with these crossbows that they have prepared towards, we'll say 3 of them are going to go towards Junior, seeing how much attention he's drawing right now. Rather, 2 of them are going to go towards Junior, 2 towards Dante, and 1 towards Ramirez. So first 2 to Junior. Goes nowhere. And an 8 also misses. To Dante. 21.
Oh, that's it.
And
Oh, that
9.
misses.
You take 7 points of piercing damage as this crossbow bolt just sticks right into your shoulder and is poking out of your armor at the moment. And last one towards Ramirez.
Ooh.
He also takes an arrow right into his sort of sternum area, and you hear him just like, ah! As he takes that shot and seems to have gone between his plates. And he's bleeding a bit. Just a bit, though. Just a bit. A very little bit.
Like a paper cut.
Ah.
So, Corporal Ramirez is doing all right. The 5 in the rear, 3 of them are actually going to take some more shots on Ramirez, seeing this kind of wounded figure and with blood in the water, putting more of their focus on him. Takes another hit. Miss and miss. However, from the hit he takes...
Another one, yeah!
Another one. Wow. So these are great. This one is grazing by across his vest and tactical gear. He's doing all right.
He's just, ah!
Getting poked and prodded, but it's like,
Hey, ow, stop it!
Bunch of crossbow bolts just get loosed across the battlefield and are flying every which way, and he can hardly even tell what's going on or where these projectiles are coming from. And then 2 more crossbow bolts are going to head in the direction of Scarlett from the remaining 2 behind.
Are they those the ones with cover or no?
These are the ones she doesn't have cover against.
Okay.
So I think both of those miss.
I would hope.
Just in general, I would hope.
Especially the nat 1.
Especially.
Yeah, they're rolling a lot of nat ones. That means we're expecting a lot of nat 20s later.
I'm sure. All right, Junior, you're up.
Ah! Poof! I'm gonna headbutt him.
All right.
Bring that booty over here, my boy.
Shoot. What's my bonus?
Strength
Okay.
plus proficiency.
Right.
Plus Junior.
13. Plus junior damage.
Against the big man, that hits.
He has to make a strength save.
Okay. That's a natural 1.
Knock him on his ass!
All right. So you headbutt him to the ground. Immediately after you headbutt his fist, and he kind of shakes his knuckle from the impact.
I feel like that's the same attack.
Yeah, you headbutt his fist, and he shakes a little bit. But given that we flavored that already previously, you do a follow-up headbutt that knocks him to the ground immediately in epic, heroic fashion. He is prone.
He takes... Whoopsies. 10 points of junior damage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna make a second attack
This time with advantage because he's prone.
with advantage.
Watch a nat 20 come in.
Ooh, here we come.
Got 2 shots.
Oh.
Not quite,
22.
but definitely hits.
I still crit, anyways.
Ooh.
Ooh, is it because he's a prone target?
It's because he's a prone target.
So how are you flavoring this? I see. I understand. You just junior smash.
Junior smash. 14 points of junior damage.
Is it just junior damage? Is that the damage type you were working with here?
Yeah.
Junior.
All right.
Action surge.
Your fists pound down, sending ripples through his meaty flesh. Obviously, you recognize this kind of body type as a lot of power behind it. Yeah, lots of fat, but clearly undergirding a lot of muscle. This guy is strong.
And I mean, he's not this strong.
Clearly not. So you're going to town, and just this is strengthening him.
Yeah, just like you thought you were strong. This is strength. Hold on. I'm gonna roll first, and I'm gonna see what happens afterwards. Let's see.
So these are your action surges.
This is my action surge. I believe this is the right modifier. 18.
18 does hit.
I'm going to suplex him.
From the ground.
Yes, just gonna lift him up and then put him back down again.
All right. With this massive
And this
slam into the sand below.
This is a charged strike.
Ooh. So this was an action.
This was a full action. I'm going to add boxer effigy. Oh, also that was a haymaker, which is why it's only a +4 instead of a +9.
I see. Modifier, right?
Add a boxer effigy.
All right.
And
Charge strike
that's
damage.
a crit.
And on
And
a
that's
crit.
So that is 8d10 damage plus 15 plus 2d4.
Or is it 2d10?
No, 2d4 for the boxer
Alright.
effigy.
But 2d10 for your regular
it's-
damage.
2d10 plus 6d10.
Oh, gotcha. That's what the 8d10 was.
Yes.
Watch his damage. This dude, you probably hit this dude against some like thing in the sand that we didn't even
Oh!
Jeez!
So you suplex this guy onto a rock, and the rock breaks under his neck.
Jeez!
With this massive crack that sends him tumbling through, his skin just charred with the dust of that rock you sent him through. He's just, and he's struggling to right himself to his feet. He's alive, barely.
And that's he's just gonna spend the rest of his turn screaming.
All right.
This is exactly why Scarlett was like, Scarlett's seen this before.
Right?
She's out here like, I know you handle big people like this.
I wanted to build the fuck up one person build. Just
Yes.
one person. I will murder that one person.
One.
All right, Dante, you're up next.
Yay! So considering Dante's probably like right behind Junior, she just kind of he just like walks up next to Junior and just shoots this dude in the face with a shotgun. His shotgun. Ah, I'm so used to Neria.
All right, so
Then
you're attacking the big guy as well?
Yep.
All right, make your attack with advantage.
Where's this advantage thing? There it is. I need to remember the command. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba.
Like I said, it's really good to hear this again, y'all.
It is.
Oh, so many crits.
So I just want to say, because the dude's prone, right?
Right?
Yeah.
And then you would have had. Would have
So
been a
I had
straight
double
roll, right?
advantage.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Well,
Well-
because this is a shotgun, right?
It's a shotgun.
Yeah, so she would have had advantage anyway, but he's also prone, so and she's within,
Well, 'cause
or
it-
he's within
is it-
5 feet of the target, so it would be. Oh yeah, I guess
Does it specify melee or ranged?
No, it is based on the effective range of the weapon in this particular
No, for-
homebrew.
For advantage on prone targets.
All it says is
It's based on the
within
range.
5 feet.
It's based on the range, yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't depend on melee or ranged.
No.
It's just the range.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So, but either way,
So
it would have
what-
been advantage
Well,
because
yeah,
she's
'cause
got
that's-
so
yeah,
many things
okay.
stacking there. So yeah, go ahead and
That's right.
roll your crit damage.
Let's see this.
Oh, well,
21.
it's pretty good.
21. So with the big man on the ground in this pile of rocky rubble, you come up and execution style put a shotgun blast straight down. You see a massive explosion of blood shoot out of his back, and you see some exposed muscle tissue and bone beneath in this hole you have just bored. But after that, begins to push himself back up.
Still alive?
Extra attack.
Yeah, these big guys are meaty.
Stay down.
Stay down.
Oh,
no.
that was almost a 20.
Almost another 20.
12 still
That's
hits.
12 hit. Oh, yeah. That's good enough for me. Maybe.
Good enough for me, maybe.
Oh,
Wow.
max damage.
Ooh.
Almost.
Ooh.
Oh, 1 max damage.
Okay, and with
He's
that,
dead.
There it is.
you put another hole right next to the one you bored before, exposing more muscle tissue and bone beneath, and in this geyser of blood that shoots out, staining the barrel of your weapon, you realize as the smoke of the muzzle flare begins to clear that your target is unmoving below you.
Good. I'm gonna bonus action pull out my pistol. I think I can do that. And I'm gonna shoot the one that Scarlett shot earlier.
Okay, one of the regular Magini that had already taken damage.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll for attack.
Tapped it wrong.
Mega hits.
I
Realized I copy pasted Enyuri's stat, so it said piercing. No, it said flash damage. I was like, wait, that's all right. Oh no! Almost max damage.
Oof. It's close. But you put a shot through one of them. That is his shoulder shoot back. Still standing. But more injured than before.
That's the end of her turn.
All right.
His turn. Damn it!
Back to the top of the round. That brings us to Scarlett.
another round of attacks.
All right.
Although looking over at Junior and Dante, you just hear from her. You just hear all the Bluetooth. I'm not surprised, and I love it. Love it very much.
So are you shooting for a new target or any of the already injured ones?
I'm going for the one that she had already shot before.
All right. So that hits.
Then that'll be 17 piercing. Just
And with that, you put a few rounds through the target, and he collapses to the ground in a puddle of blood and is down for the count, it seems.
And then she'll go for another one. Probably one of the ones that are one of the ones behind her.
There is another injured one that took some shots from Ramirez.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah.
Hitting him?
No.
Evidently not. You fire some more shots, but they scatter amongst the rocks once again.
And yeah, she's just there and just, Ramirez, you need to get the cover.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. He's running around with this crossbow bolt sticking out of him.
And then, and that's the end of her turn.
All right. Next up would have been the big man, but he's dead. So Ramirez gets to run for cover. So he runs for cover and is shooting his assault rifle all the while towards some of these surrounding bad guys. He is going to
hit one.
Shoot for the guy he shot before, which hits. Again, taking average damage with him. He actually takes that guy out. And just spraying as he's running away, just like, and running towards the same sort of rock formation where Scarlett is near in order to get cover. He takes out one target.
Now 2 down.
So after his turn, the Magini are going to come in force. Having all... The front 5 are going to reload their crossbows for their action. The rear 5 are going to start moving in. And these are all pretty tight quarters, so they're able to get within melee of any of you. So there is going to be one of them hacking at Ramirez. Actually, there's going to be 2 of them hacking at Ramirez. That hits. He takes...
Let's go, number 1.
9 points of
Made up for it later.
slashing damage as this machete comes down and scrapes across the back of his armor. And the other 3 are going to each put an attack on each of you with similar bladed instruments. They've got some kukris and some sickles and things of that nature.
Well, I have a shield.
That's against, for going from right to left. Dante, you hardly even notice that you're being attacked. To Scarlett, that rolled that twice for some reason, 13. And to Junior,
Did someone touch my shoulder?
16. Do any of those hit?
Nope.
All right. Actually, those should all be, I just realized I was using the wrong bonus. Those should all be +5. So those are all 1 higher, but I don't take it they still hit. All right.
Nope.
So
Yeah, so I want a flavor for like Scarlet like thing when they're, because it's all machetes, right?
yeah, they're coming at you with these blades.
So like one of them's like popping over and she's got the assault rifle in her hand, and as it's coming through, the swing comes in, she has the knuckle dusters and just punches it away.
Ooh, solid block. This nice metallic dunk as it impacts the bone.
Oh yeah.
So that's gonna be their turn. Junior, you're up next.
They're coming to me. I'm just gonna start hitting people some heads.
All right. So there's one guy immediately on top of you right now.
Oh, he's about to be immediately under me as I smack him with my shield. Just a backhand, just. 22.
Ultimate hits.
Captain America with low intelligence.
Dumb Captain America.
Yes.
So just regular Captain America.
Hey, he's all right.
If it was realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got? 2010. I'm gonna use box RPG on this one. He has to make a strength save.
All right.
Making that strength save A.
That's 13 on the strength save.
He fails.
I was scared because I saw 23 pop up at the same time. I was like, well.
So is that the damage?
That's the damage
Okay, so he takes
With
23 points
max.
of damage.
with a haymaker. And then, so is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. So you hit him with a haymaker and basically clothesline him to the ground. He's squirming on the ground, but still breathing.
Just gonna step on him.
All right, curb stomp coming in.
Oh man, I want to play mercenaries.
Right.
We need to do it sometime.
We do.
We need to do it. Lauren and I used to set so many high scores in
Dude.
Resi 5 Mercenaries. We got really good at it. We got really good at that
We
together.
had it down. We had it
Yeah.
down to a science.
Oh yeah, the combat system in that game, we figured it out.
You gotta teach me.
We'll teach you our ways. That is that a haymaker?
That's a haymaker.
All right, I'll tell you right now, the minimum you could do will kill him. So let me just roll for his mutation, which he does
it's
not.
like minimum is like
15.
17, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Plus your dice. Yeah, he had 7 hit points left. So you, in good old Resi 5 fashion, just squash the head and see the pure Plaga mandibles flailing for a moment as the head explodes.
Ooh, feels good. Chris taught me that one.
All right.
Action search.
Okay. We're
I'm
going.
gonna run at the nearest person.
You could go towards the ones in the front who are kind of maintaining their high ground with the crossbows, or the ones in the back who are closing in with melee weapons. And all
Screw
these
those crossbows,
machetes.
guys. Ah! Shield in front.
All right.
How far are they?
Within your movement, for sure. There's one on Scarlett, one on Dante, and, well, 2 on Ramirez. You could get to one of them.
I'm going for the ranged guys.
Oh, you're going for the ranged guys.
Yeah, screw them, as in I'm going to kill them.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're going forward. So yeah, you could get to any of them.
Okay, just gonna run up to them and just gonna charge forward, and I'm not gonna stop running.
All right.
I'm gonna go through one of them. Oh jeez.
You're obliterating these puny people. Mega hits.
He has to make a strength save. Wait, no, I can only do that once per turn.
Oh, yeah, you're correct. So discount that.
All right, which one of these is just my regular damage?
Get him.
Ah!
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, I mean,
Damn.
All right. So
spending
you
everything, but it's worth it.
Run up and just dunk, whack this guy. He looks dazed and is knocked back and is reeling and is punch drunk for a moment. Still alive, but out of it. He's seeing stars.
I'm just gonna punch him, just straight up, fist to the face. With my extra attack. No.
That misses. In his dazed punch drunk
Yeah, I need to
straight,
stop punching.
his eyes align for a moment enough to see that move coming, and he ducks out of the way.
I mean, really, you can see all these moves coming from a mile away. It's like a train. It's hard. It's not hard to get. It's not hard to dodge it, but if you do,
It's not hard to dodge, but it's surreal enough to where you're probably standing there like a deer in headlights.
right? It's like, this is
What
it.
is this man do?
This is it. This is the moment I die.
Yup.
I believe that's it.
All right. And next up is going to be Actually, I do think I made one too many Magini attacks on the last turn. I should just point out. I think we'll just
fine.
roll with it. But yeah, some of them were dead that I had made attacks for. In the back end. So
That was their like last hurrah.
yeah, exactly. So that was Junior's turn. Dante, you're up. Dante.
Oh, that's a B. Yeah. How many dudes are the front versus the back?
All 5 are still up in the front. There's 2
Plus
left in your back. Plus Junior.
Okay, Scarlett can handle the ones in the back. Dante's gonna run forward and start shooting. He's gonna shoot the ones that aren't Junior's targets.
Okay. So you could get to within 5 feet of one of them. The others would still be within range, but wouldn't be in optimal range.
Okay. That's good enough for me. Get him! 24.
Yep. Super hits.
Go on, get him.
Get blasted!
Get him gone.
Ooh. All right. Your shoddy, you put a solid hole through one of them. His shoulder shoots back and he reels from the attack, but he's still standing.
Extra attack.
Same target.
Yeah. 15.
Also hits.
Get blasted!
Wham!
And that takes him out. You put another hole in him and he goes flying backwards, rolling across the sand.
And he's gonna do it again. Bonus action. Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, bonus action. Gonna use the pistol on whatever is in. Actually, does the one Junior was attacking look pretty weak?
He looks super weak. Barely
Yeah, shoot him
standing.
with the pistol.
Alright, so you just quick remove one hand from the shoddy and draw the pistol, fire from the hip.
Yeah.
Hits.
Coming out here, it's high noon.
Is that enough to kill? I feel like that's not enough to kill.
And he also goes down
Yeah!
as he put a single shot into him. Immediately in front of you, Junior, you see a streak of blood shoot out from this one as he collapses to the ground.
Switching targets.
All right.
That's the end of Dante's turn.
All right, back up to the top of the round brings us to Scarlett.
So I know you said like one's by her, one's by Ramirez.
Mm-hmm.
Or so how far is the one where Ramirez is from her? Like, is it still within 5 feet of her where she'd have disadvantage on shooting it, or?
No, he's a little bit further away than that, maybe like 10, 15 feet or
Okay.
so.
Okay, she's just gonna shoot it.
Yep. Super
Shoot
duper
it.
hits. Ooh.
20
Ooh.
piercing. Just
Yeah.
You land some solid rounds.
You know,
It seems to pepper him with blood and exit wounds, but not enough to kill him for good.
a party full
And
of
then-
soldiers is great.
and then the one right next to her. So like, so essentially, visually, what happens is she punches the thing out the way, the sickle out the way when she gets attacked. Pivots, turns to where Ramirez is, shoots the one dude that's right by Ramirez, and then turns around, letting go of the assault rifle with one hand, and just comes to deck this dude in the face with the knuckle duster.
All right. That also hits.
4 points bludgeoning. Just
4 points.
Bink.
Right in the noggin and just dunk. His head shoots to the side and looks like he's been rocked.
And that's her turn.
All right. And that was against the guy that was on you, right? So
Yep.
next up is Ramirez. who gives a nod of acknowledgement as some bullets pepper the guy attacking him. But in this engagement, he is still struggling. He's going to draw a combat knife from his hip and attempt to stab this thing. Which hits. Again, taking average damage for him. He's going to deal 5 points of damage to the thing. Still standing, but he's just like... puts his knife into its neck and draws blood, but is still in a little bit of a struggle. So he's staying put. Next up is going to be the Majini. The one on Ramirez is actually going to attempt to grapple him. Which it does not succeed at. The one on Scarlett is going to keep swinging with its sickle, which it also does not succeed at. And
Too tough.
The 3 that have reloaded crossbows are going to take shots. Well, 2 of them are going to take shots at Dante. And one of them's... Rather, no, the one that was in melee with Junior got.
Is dead.
So... And I believe there was one that was in melee with Dante. I think he's dead too. So yeah, the 3 that are remaining are actually all at range from you too. So they will go ahead and put 2 on Dante and 1 on Junior. Because they're closer to Dante.
I just realized the name Dante the Masked. Oh yeah.
16
Miss.
and 12, so both
Miss.
of those miss. To Junior. Oop, sorry, those are actually smaller. These are plus 3. So that's
Puny.
11. Yeah, none of these hit. As a bunch of crossbow bolts fly through the air. Junior, you're up.
I'm gonna charge the nearest person.
All right. You're in front of him.
Just every time I'm charging, he just drops the shield and just
All right.
Oh,
like the
man.
shield's a defensive item.
It reminds me of those things from
Yep.
Tia Bitch.
Oh, yeah.
18.
Definitely it.
There it is. 18.
That is some serious damage. When you can roll your attack roll. All right. There's a fresh target actually on this side. So
Haymakers and haymakers and headshots. It's no joke. It's no joke.
no joke. All right. So you run in and bash this guy pretty heartily. He's still standing though.
Do it again.
All right.
Uppercut this time.
Falcon Punch.
Junior punch.
Hits.
Wow.
18.
Another one bites the dust. As you just yeah, punch his head clean off as it explodes into a bunch of giblets, and you see that Plaga mouth opening up, and it's at the base of the neck.
He's gonna action surge.
You are out of action surges, aren't you? You've used 2.
Yeah, so he just gets a little tired. But he's gonna try. Really hard.
All right, you are trying to action surge. You're just heaving
the end of
and
it.
being like, "I'm coming for you."
That's his turn.
Dante.
Dante! Dante's gonna run up to the closest one to him. Which I think is like, I don't know, 10, 15 feet away?
Oh yeah, they're all pretty close.
Okay, and I'm inspired by Junior's athletic feats. I'm gonna headshot.
All right.
I'm gonna try to headshot. Yeah.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's a good roll.
Mm-hmm.
Hits.
Wow.
So that's a plus.
It's all with the
13, I
shoddy,
think?
right?
Yep.
Plus 10 plus your damage modifier.
Yeah. 27.
Whew. So you aim high, and with a solid shot to the head, blow half of his face off. This Majini screams and reels. He's darn well near dead, but is still standing.
Just gonna pull out the pistol and shoot him.
All right.
Headshot.
You can headshot that one too if you really want to, but he doesn't look like he needs.
Oh!
Pull out your pistol and just the thing misfires. The round goes off to the side and is jammed if it has the jamming rating.
Can I hit him with the pistol as my extra attack?
You can.
Or hit him with my shotgun?
Yeah, yeah.
One of the two.
We've considered those bludgeoning weapons when Chauncey does it, so I'll say you could add strength proficiency.
My strength. Okay, strength. It's full. Okay, that's still a pretty decent roll. Yeah, get hit.
Oh yeah. So with that, you take your shotgun and bash him over the head. And with a spatter of blood, he gets knocked to the ground and goes head over heels, face planting into the sand. He's dead. So, I believe that's all of
Was that
Dante's actions.
Was that an action
Yeah.
surge?
Nope,
No,
that was just
extra attack.
yeah, attack, extra attack, and then bonus action attack with the pistol.
Ah. Okay.
Because he could do that with Kung Fu.
Yeah.
That's the end of Dante's turns.
Alright, back up to Scarlett.
Scarlett feels Ramirez is fine, so she's gonna focus on the one in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not gonna shoot. She doesn't have gun fu, so she's gonna punch this dude.
Alright.
Oh.
She's gonna punch this dude.
That hits.
Hey.
Oh wait, that hits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh sweet. Wow. Yeah. What was it last time? 4. Now it's 3. That's okay, because she's just gonna come in again. Extra attack.
Also hits.
Max.
There it is.
So it's like she sees her. She's like, Ramirez is good. First one comes in, probably hits him in the shoulder, and then she follows up with an elbow that goes straight to the jaw.
Alright, and just you send some blows to this guy's face, and he reels, is bleeding from the mouth, but looks still ravenous all the more.
It's fine. And that's the end of her turn. She's not action surgeon yet.
Alright. Ramirez is up next. He is still struggling. He's going to make another knife attack against and that actually crits, and that kills his target with the amount of hit points it has left. So he stabs the knife into its neck and just clumsily throws it to the ground as he shoves it off of him. That is going to be his turn. He's going to ready his rifle and take aim at some of the remaining targets. But that's about all he can do. The Majini are up next. The one on Scarlett is going to continue swinging with his sickle in this close quarters combat. That's a 22.
22. Yes, that does hit.
You take 9 points of slashing damage.
That's gonna get halved.
Right, because you're adrenaline rushed.
Because I've been adrenaline rush.
So have to 4.
And then I'm gonna go through, and I'm going to. Where is it at? Hold on, I gotta pull this up. Then I'm gonna go through and use my reaction, and I'm gonna do Iron Shirt and reduce an incoming attack by 1d4 plus con.
Ooh.
And just checking this out real quick. Cool.
So and you're
By another 3. So
that brings it down to 1 point of damage. So in your adrenaline fueled frenzy, you just tank this hit as he brings the sickle into your shoulder, and you just shoulder check it, bounces right off of you. So 1 point of damage.
he just looks and is just like, fought tougher things than you. He cracks knuckles.
All right, that's and there's only one more remaining on the other end, who is not going to reload the crossbow given the situation is now in. It is going to instead charge and attempt to bring a kitchen knife down on Dante. That's a 20 to hit. I'm gonna assume that hits.
I think it would hit anybody right now.
Yeah.
Well, our armor classes are all almost the same, I think.
Oh yeah. So
I think only Scarlett has +1 to whatever we have.
Dante takes 8 points of slashing damage. And that's going to bring us to Junior's turn.
I'm gonna dead that guy.
All right. You charge right at him.
Ah! Ah! $15.
He's dead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead and roll your damage.
21.
I love how your damage roll is higher than your attack roll on a simple D10 attack.
Freaking headshots or haymakers, dude.
Yeah.
Plus 10 damage.
So massive blow. Still standing.
Do it again.
That was first one was a big whack.
One more time. This is just another smash. Just
Another big whack. Actually, with your modifiers, yeah, that's a haymaker, right? So he's dead.
Honestly, I only have to hit twice with a haymaker because that's already guaranteed.
Yeah,
30
pretty
points.
much. If you just hit twice with a haymaker, you know they're down. So you smash him as he does a front fall, face first into the ground. Just.
Junior's just gonna like sit down on his butt and just rest for a moment.
All right, Dante. There's one target standing, and it is currently in a fisticuffs battle with your ally Scarlett.
You see Scarlett smiling over there. She looks like she's in her element. Just fisticuffs.
How far away are they from me?
Maybe 25, 30 feet.
Cool, I'm gonna burn a section, reload. And I'm just heading straight up for that dude.
All right, shotty in hand.
Yep.
Good night, big dude. Or small dude. Whatever.
Regular size dude.
Regular size.
14.
Hits.
Damn! What?
Wow.
Oh.
Oh!
Not good night.
Give it one more. Give it one
Attempting to evade hitting your ally in the process, you fire a little low. Some of the pellets scatter off the ground and some clip his legs, but not a very direct shot.
I don't want to risk doing headshots, so I'm just gonna do this again. Get him! Get him! Get him!
All right, hits.
Get him! Get him!
You're rolling the same number on a lot of your double rolls, even on your advantages and stuff earlier. Yeah, but you blast this guy and send a shot straight through his shoulder as he rocks forward, his arm barely holding on to the socket. This guy is all but dead.
How is he still alive? Punch him out.
I feel like it's just. All right, well, you're just getting lucky.
Wait, he's still alive?
Yeah, you're tough. That's it.
I'm
I get it.
action surging. Goodbye.
You want to waste it here, this dude?
But I want to.
Knock yourself out.
Knock him out.
I'm knocking him out. Get that in. Get that in.
Yeah, he had 1 hit point left. Your minimum, absolutely, just you push yourself for a moment to fire 1 extra shot, rack the shell out of the barrel, and just or out of the side. And yeah, blast this guy. And with that, there seem to be no remaining hostiles around you.
Junior's just sitting in the middle of this gorge ravine, just breathing heavily through his mouth, sitting on the ground, just
Shall we
like.
continue?
Just good work, everyone. Good work. Scarlett, just because she wants to see the progress, is gonna get on the Bluetooth and just radio into some others just to see how they're going, like how their travels are.
All right, you get on the horn, get in touch with Hotel 1 and Hotel 2. Seems to be radio silence for the time being. None but static.
Is that a bad sign?
You don't recall communicating to or making any sort of agreement to radio silence. You would expect them to be on the horn.
Yeah, she's just Hotel 1 and 2 are they're silent at the moment. Not getting anything back. It's just static.
Are they the ones who went through the cave?
They went. Which ones went where? Would Hotel 1 would have taken the long way and 2 going through the cave?
Essentially,
Or
yeah.
2 went through the cave.
We're Hotel what? 3?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 4.
No, there are 3 teams of 4.
Three teams of 4.
So you're
Okay,
the third and final team, essentially.
Yeah.
Like 2 was in the caves and 1 was taking the long way, but they're not responding. We need to stop. We need to move. I don't know. Maybe this
Do
is
you
some
think they got
interference.
ambushed?
They're probably just having a good time.
Let's hope they're having a good time.
Do you need a breather, Junior?
I need about an hour.
All right. Ramirez, you doing all right?
Yeah, I took a few nicks, but he pulls the crossbow bolt out of his vest. I think I'll be all right.
We're like, Junior's just gonna pull out this like tumbler with some protein shake in it, and he's just gonna crack open a couple eggs and dump it right into that, and just shake it up and just go. I'm gonna do 2 eggs.
Get your protein.
Get my protein.
Eggs.
Alright, that wasn't very good.
So just looking at Ramirez, how's he looking as like a glance?
He looks well, a little worse for wear.
You should try some of this. And cracks another egg.
I mean, he's not severe, but You know, he can definitely press on, but he seems to have taken a decent chunk of damage.
He's like, hey,
Want to try some?
Some of your eggs? That's nasty, man. How do you do that?
Oh, that's I'd roll 2d2. There, that's better.
and
I'm gonna do another one.
She just hands Ramirez a green herb. Just pulls out the pouches. Just here you go.
Thanks, Chief.
Should stave you off a little.
So he's gonna heal up using that green herb. Gets 9 points back.
And Junior is just downing raw eggs.
How you looking over there, Dante?
I'm fine.
You want some?
I'm fine.
You lost.
All right, that's good. At least you're doing all right. All right, yeah, let's take a breather for a moment. Let's take a breather for this moment, and we'll get back on the way.
I don't like the sound of things that we can't reach our compatriots.
Throughout the rest, can we keep trying to radio them?
Yeah, you keep
And
signaling every so often.
What I'll do, actually, hold on, I'll just we'll play this out. All right, so you see how they were surrounding us, and they had us just sort of cornered here and whatnot. Let's get behind some stuff, take a rest, but stay out of the way, just in case something else passes through here while we're chilling for this hour.
Junior will just crawl behind a rock.
And just for that hour, just sitting behind stuff, and
Like he's lying prone behind this rock, but his huge pack is just like sticking out.
and ever so often as you know, just radio in, nothing coming back, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Should
Nothing
we roll
but static.
stealth?
If you would like, if you're trying to be particularly quiet during this rest. Yeah, why don't y'all make
why
stealth
not?
checks? I'll roll one for Ramirez, too.
Might as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
That's not
Ramirez...
Just Junior over there, just
He's doing push-ups. 102.
Those old whiskers, obscene grunting noises.
Yeah, there it is.
Ramirez rolled a 12, so he's doing alright as well. Not good, but alright.
Better than push-ups.
Yeah. And in
I
the
don't have
silence of this mountainous region, you just hear his obscene grunting noises echoing throughout.
and I don't need to use any hit dice. I don't think anybody here needs to use any hit dice.
No, because I got eggs.
I mean, I could probably use like one.
I mean, you have 11.
That's true. I use one.
Probably should have
See
used
how
hit
that
dice
gets
first.
me. Did I roll something?
What?
No.
A 1d11.
The 11.
D11.
Why did I roll a D11? Why did I write D11?
I wanna see what that looks like.
I realized I wrote 11D11 on the sheet.
Did you do your health right, or did you go by D11?
Well, there's your problem.
I'm just thinking about 11s, man. should
The
re-roll
lucky number 11.
We'll take it.
No, you have to roll it because you didn't roll a real die.
Yeah, re-roll that.
No. Oh, it's the
Same thing. It's the exact same thing.
Oh.
right, go home, Sleepy. You're tired.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling another one.
I would have cried if that came up as a 1.
Okay, I'm good.
All right. So,
I'll fix my sheet too.
despite Junior's working out, you get by
Setups now.
an hour of rest. Recover anything you might have used. That requires a rest, and seems to go by uneventful. Not bothered. Hear a couple of crows cawing in the distance, but
Ah, you birds.
nothing catches your attention.
All right. All right. I think we're good to go. Let's start making our way there. Still not hearing anything from Hotel 1 and 2.
A
I'm
long
starting to
party.
think. I'm starting to think we might be the only ones.
Nah, they're just waiting for us at the other end of the canyon.
I doubt it. But I mean,
Now watch. We'll get there. Throw us a surprise party.
What if I'm
Alright.
walking into a trap?
yeah,
Sounds like a
that's
surprise party to me.
that's something I've been thinking about. I mean, we already walked into one up here. I figured they were scouting us out with how long they were waiting. Well, regardless, let's start moving and keep a keen eye, everybody. Don't want to get ambushed again.
Get my head on a
You
swivel.
don't need to remind me.
All right.
That's really dizzying.
So you all continue pressing onwards. The heat bearing down as you continue your trek. The second half of the journey a little bit easier than the first. Now you're heading downhill on the other side of the mountain. The next remaining, you essentially encountered these hostiles halfway through the journey, about 3 miles up. So the next 3 miles, the next hour of travel towards the village is spent a little bit easier, physically speaking. However, you do still have that debilitating heat bearing down on you every moment of the way. Eventually, you crest over some rocks near the base of the mountain, but from the height at the apex, you do notice the what looks to be a clearing in which you see a few buildings that you recognize as the village off in the distance. So you're kind of
Shade!
measuring your steps there. But as you approach it and clear the rocks near the base of the mountain and find yourself on the path heading towards the village, I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw to see how you deal with the extreme heat.
Shade! Shade!
I'm good at these. I'm not good
Oh.
at these. Maybe. Where's my roll? Oh, there it is. I got a 15.
15 succeeds. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Succeeds on Junior. But Scarlett, although you've gone through similar amounts of training from your allies, your city slicker kind of nature gives you a bit more difficult of a time enduring this level of heat. You do take 1 point of fatigue by the end of the travel.
Oh, great.
But
It's okay, you're tireless.
That's only for caution.
Oh.
But at least you won't get 2 points of fatigue.
All
so
right.
you all arrive at this dirt path leading downhill into the village. As you press onward and approach, it's all eerily quiet. You see 3 houses, as well as 1 big corral enclosed by a wooden fence on the far side of the village. Connected to each house is a large gas tank that seems to be providing some basic utilities to them. But beyond this basic layout, the thing that strikes you most are the bodies of villagers littering the ground all over the place. One's a young man riddled with bullet holes. Another a lady with a crossbow bolt sticking out of her back. One an older man with a knife jammed in his neck. Others mid-mutation with a parasitic creature extending from their heads and limbs. It's a bloodbath.
It's just bodies everywhere.
Bodies everywhere.
She's just. This is something major happened here.
Do you think the damsel is even alive?
Damsel's always alive.
Considering what's going on here, I'm not sure. She just so is there a way to report into base, right?
Yeah, you could get in touch with base camp.
And so she gets in touch with base camp, and she's just base camp's Hotel 3. We're at the village. There's it's a bloodbath here. Bodies all over the place. Still no sign of our. Well, it doesn't look to be any sign of a damsel here within the body pile, but Hotel 1 and 2, we lost contact with them, so we're the only ones here. It's just static on their end.
You hear Redfield buzz back over the intercoms or over the radios. Roger that. Be sure to keep us posted with your further findings.
Will do. All right. Let's take some time, search what we can.
All right, I got this. I'm gonna find her. Don't worry about it. I'm good at this.
Well, there's a lot of things you're good at, and I don't know. But go right ahead.
So, well, everybody make quick perception checks.
Oh, yeah.
Perception checks?
Hmm.
Is this situational awareness?
I'll say for this particular instance, nah.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, there it is.
I see everything!
Not 20. All right, so Dante, you first and foremost, looking around the piles of bodies and bloodstains all over the sand throughout this village, you do, after trekking further and deeper into it, start to see some rather familiar uniforms. Looks like some of the members of hotel team did get here first and are amongst some of the bodies of these local Majini that have been killed in the battle. Few of them have,
like the look of this.
yeah, a few of them have crossbow bolts sticking out of them, some stab wounds, others bite wounds. They have definitely seemed to have gone through quite a large-scale battle, judging by the number of casualties on both sides. However, some have rather more severe wounds. One of them is just about entirely cut in half.
Ah,
Ugh.
You find his legs separate from his upper torso,
Oh no.
one of which ended up in the animal corral. And they're separated by a pretty decent distance.
man.
I'm not sure if we're gonna find that also here.
The poor boys.
Is this do we know if this is Hotel 1 or 2?
As you build up the courage to flip over some of the bodies. You recognize their faces. This is definitely Hotel 1. Don't see any members of Hotel 2 here.
Hotel 2 went through the caves?
Trying to remember what I said earlier.
Yeah, I think 2 went through the caves, 1
Yeah.
went the long way.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's reported into Chris immediately. Just Hotel 1 made it here. We just found their bodies.
Dang. Any sign of Elsa?
I'm looking for her right now.
Yeah. Still looking for her at the moment. Something's out here that cleaved them in half, though.
TriCell dispatched some pretty bad BOWs. Stay frosty out there.
Do we know any of like any history behind some of the BOWs from TriCell at all?
I'll say you can make either go ahead and make a history check.
Oh.
Or a science check, one or the other.
Oh, that's both the same.
Not really. You're paid to show up and shoot things, and your particular curiosities haven't exactly leaned in that direction. You're essentially only briefed on a need-to-know basis. So not too much information in that regard. You do know that they're mostly Plaga-based, but there's some other experimental BOWs, other advances that have been made, but not much in the way of specifics.
Gotcha. All right. So with that, some more searching. Although I will go through and as much as we respect the dead don't have use for certain things, and I want to see if there's any ammunition on any of Hotel 1 here.
On each of their bodies, you could find 10 rounds worth of 9mm handgun ammo, as well as 15 rounds of 5.56 assault rifle ammo.
Okay.
On each one, so 4 members in total, so about 60 rounds
put
of
those 15 into the gun.
All right.
Oh man, no shotgun ammo?
No, they didn't seem to have been wielding any shotguns.
You need any?
Oh.
You need some shotgun ammo?
I don't need too much.
How much you need?
5.
I'll get you 5.
You have 5?
12 gauge, right?
Yeah, well, look. I believe so.
Yeah, I think we only have one shotgun ammo type.
Yeah.
It's probably a yes.
I'll give you 5.
Awesome. Yes.
And
So-
Junior is going around searching for Elsa.
Yeah, I was
Actually, I'm
gonna
gonna
say
reload my gun while I'm at it.
the area around us, other than like all the carnage and you said there are like buildings around, like
Yeah.
are they like small little houses?
Essentially, they all look to be small sort of cabins and houses and things of that nature. One essentially to each corner of the village. There's essentially one structure in each corner of the village. 3 in houses, and then, or 3 of them are houses, and then one is a corral in the northeast corner. The
Okay.
corral,
And that's the farthest.
yeah, the corral is, open to the air. It looks like there might have been animals once in it, but oddly, you don't see any. You see a lot of blood along the ground,
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
but the
And does
animals
that
are
blood
missing.
trail-
Are we gonna get attacked by a giant chicken?
And then like the blood, actually this is where I'm super curious actually. Between the carnage that's there between Hotel and the Majini, do any of the Majini look like they were cut in half as well? like Sumo Hotel?
No, not necessarily. There's a lot more bodies on that side, but doesn't seem like any of them received that sort of damage.
Okay. And any blood trails going anywhere around? Like,
Make a-
like,
I'll say make an investigation check or a survival check, whichever's higher, to see if you could trace some blood trails, see if you find any clues.
I have survival.
Ooh.
I was gonna say I don't have proficiency in that.
Oh yeah, you could help Dante with a survival check if you would like.
Could I? Yeah. So she's gonna. Let's take a moment. Let's see if there's any blood trails that might be leading somewhere, either away from this place or to a certain house or something,
Understood.
and give some help on that.
No. No.
Why now?
And I'll say, Junior, while you're doing your own searching and kicking down doors, using
Yeah, that's what he does.
the key in the shape of your boot, you go ahead and make your own investigation check. But meanwhile,
Oh no.
Dante and Scarlett, you're nosing around for blood trails. All right. So
Still better than our survival.
in the southeast corner, Junior, you kick a door open and you see this sort of living room / dining area. Looks pretty homey. You look around, don't really see anything, and you're like, and walk away.
Clear.
Dante and Scarlett, the two of you do see one blood trail kind of leading up to the door of one building. This is in the southwest.
Oh, no.
The building in the southwest corner.
Oh no, we don't. We
Oh, you
don't
don't?
go in there yet. No, it's one of those checking to see where it leads.
Mm-hmm.
At least, like, what Scarlett wants to do is check to see where it leads, and then
Get Junior.
get on the radio. Get on the radio. Be like, blood trail into this place. Let's start circling it real quick. Make sure there's nothing around.
All right. It's worth noting that some of these buildings, they do have windows, a lot of them on the sides.
Oh yeah, checking in the windows.
All right.
So you said that over Bluetooth?
Yep, that's
All right,
all
you
over the
just-
Bluetooth.
I'm gonna
just
stealth
coming
check
over.
the windows.
So you're going to try and stealth up to the windows?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and make a stealth check then.
You want me to make
Yeah,
a perception
50.
at all?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception if you're going to try and...
Situational
Would that be
awareness at all?
yes.
or-
Yeah, situational
Situational
awareness would apply.
So-
Can I also perceive while I stealth?
Sure, yeah.
Where is the? Oh, here it is.
15.
15 for Dante.
Plus 6. 25.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, so the Scooby Gang over here, you're kind of leaning over one another's shoulders, heads coming around a corner. You peer in through one of the side windows, quietly and steadily, of this building, for which you saw a blood trail heading in through the front door. And you do see this large living area, long dining table in the middle. And nearby to it, you do see what looks like a body on the ground. Scarlett, you get a bit of a better angle, and you see what looks like what must just be one of the local villagers, just lying on his back. Pool of blood below him.
She's just. We got one of the tangos down in there right now, in a pool of its own blood. It seems. So where's
I want to know what happened to the animals.
Yeah, me too. Well, what I'm hoping is they all ran off somewhere.
Is like not a single like animal carcass or anything?
No, you don't find any animal remains. Even though there's a lot of blood in the corrals.
Like I'm just like I want to hope that they at least ran off somewhere. It's like, hey, they're free. They got into a fight. Now they're running off into the desert somewhere. Probably ran in an area. Obviously, we didn't see them along the way, so they might have gone another direction.
And
You wanna
I was going to say, Scarlett, as you, with your pretty decent perception check there, you also notice after inspecting from a distance through the window that body inside the cabin to the southwest, you hear a clattering from the building behind you. And you look around and you notice through the window a brief bit of movement that disappears behind a doorway inside that building.
just on the radio, just we got movement in. You said it was like a south.
And this is in the
southern building?
northwest building. The southwest is the one that you were just looking into, and so you turned
Okay.
around from that window and looked in the other direction and saw some movement in one of the windows of the last building that you all have yet to search.
Yeah, she's like, all right, we haven't searched that building over there. I just saw some movement, a little bit of clattering.
As you say that, Junior's coming over and kicks down the door to the house you were just looking at.
Yeah, you're saying that, and you have a wide-angle view of Junior moving across the desert landscape before just booting the door.
She's like, damn it, Junior. He just looks at Dante. All right, let's
Looks like you got a dead guy in here.
No, a different building.
Nope, that's the building they were just looking at.
Oh, I see.
Oh. She's just like, Junior, that's the wrong building. It's the one right over there.
Oh.
Don't kick down that. Hey, Junior. Because I can just assume he's just
Can I grab
walking
him?
in that direction.
Are you going to try and intercept him, Dante?
Yeah.
Then make another contested roll.
I think the best part of this is like we're basically the same height. So
We're all like 6'2",
Oh,
6'3",
You're all big lumbering dudes.
and the tough.
And the tough.
Is this like a good, the bad, and the ugly type of situation going on?
You know what? Maybe.
who's the ugly?
I'm not sure. Probably the masked.
Aww.
Athletics?
Or
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Come on, roller! Roller! No!
19.
Oh, yeah, so you pretty easily slip out of his grasp.
Just
Like, not this time.
walk up to that door. Just
You kick it open. Some dust flies off of it as it's almost knocked from its hinges. It's a pretty dingy little door. You see a small living area. There's a window to the left and right walls. Wooden floor in this cabin. There's one table off to the side with a couple of chairs pulled up to it. And two doors you're looking at on the far wall that lead into different rooms.
Does Scarlett know which window which window she'd seen the movement in?
Yeah, it would have been the window on to Junior's left, essentially. That's just above the table that he's looking at.
Okay. It's like
Pretty-
just relays that information. Just saw the movement over in that area, but be careful. Could be anywhere. Might be scoping us out.
Junior's just gonna walk in that direction.
All right, so you're going to head to the leftmost door.
Maybe you should have gone to the opposite one.
You kick open the leftmost door. and you find a bedroom of sorts. Small, messy little bed in one corner, barely propped up as a mattress. But in the corner next to that, huddled down on the ground, you see a sort of middle-aged woman with dirty blonde hair, wearing a red and white leather jacket, crouched down on the ground, bloodied and with dried dirt and sweat and blood all over her face.
Did we get a physical description of Elsa?
You did.
Does this look like her?
It does.
Elsa!
She's slouched onto the ground, and you see her holding under one arm a small African girl with shoulder-length braids. Looks like essentially like any one of the locals, but a small child, small girl, and doesn't seem to be infected, or at least betrays no sign of aggressive action. Just looks small and helpless, and Elsa's clutching her near, and as the door flies open, with what strength she has remaining, Elsa's leveling a pistol at the door.
Shield with the BSAA emblem on it, blocking the entirety of the door. And he's got a little window he can see out, and he's see through it. And he's going to radio over the Bluetooth that he has eyes on the girl. And she's got a friend.
So y'all hear that over the radio?
Okay, yeah. Like, got a friend.
Dante's gonna rush over.
Like, be
Elsa.
careful going over.
It's okay, we're here.
BSAA, huh?
That's right, we're finally here to get your ass out of the frying pan and out of the fire.
Do you know what happened here?
She tries to pull herself up to her feet, but she's a little too weak.
Whoa there, and he's gonna help her up.
Alright, you walk over, help her up. As you attempt to help her up, she kind of pushes the girl forward and almost putting her into your hands. Just be like,
What?
protect. Her name's Nafisa. Nafisa. The daughter of one of the refugees the refugee families at our Terra Safe camp.
You came all this way for this girl?
Yeah.
He's gonna like kneel down on one knee and it goes or as close to eye level as he can get.
Mm.
And he's just be like, "You did a brave thing. You did a good thing. Now we're gonna get you out of here. Can you stand?"
Barely. Yeah. She's clutching her side as she gets onto her feet. Her red leather jacket
Dante's
is
gonna
tattered
go
and
over
torn.
help her up.
Okay, so you give her a helping hand.
It's gonna. Cause I have a bunch of these, so I'm gonna hand Elsa green herb.
Okay. So you sort of
Take this. Should stave off a little bit of stuff while we get you out of here. And then what I'm gonna have.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna give one to the girl as well.
a herb or an egg?
A green herb.
Okay.
Green herb. Those are mine.
And then what I'm gonna do is, while everything's going on there, and you said he kicked open the door and
Yeah.
everything. What I want to do is, I want to stay. I don't want to stay next to the door, but I want to close it. And what I want to do is, I want to back up, and I want to have a ready to action to fire in the event there's any enemies that seem to come through the door or might be around.
Oh, the
let's
front
say.
door.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a gun trained on the front door.
Want to check
Yep.
that other door while you're there? There's two, right?
Yeah, there were two doors, yeah.
I think we're in the left one.
Yeah, you went through the left door. There's a door on the right side after coming in through the entrance. You go through that door as well?
It's gonna... Gonna listen in on the door.
Okay, perception check. Meanwhile...
Situational awareness?
Yep. Meanwhile, Elza, you see her in the other room, is tearing some bed sheets and forming some wraps and bandages over her wounds as she applies the green herb in between. So she's going to get a quick heal. That's a 22 on your perception. Ooh.
Yep, 22 on perception.
So you listen
Did
closely.
she treat wounds herself?
No, that was
Or
just
a green
that was
herb?
just the green herb.
Oh.
You listen closely at the door. Don't hear anything on the other end. Seems still.
And what she'll do is she's seen those movies or tactics where they're by the door and then they kind of put one hand over at the knob, turn the knob, and have it open on itself
Oh yeah.
while having the gun sort of forward and pointing through the crack just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So
And
you
just having it open slowly.
push the door open as you have your firearm at the ready. As you enter in a clearing maneuver, sweeping the area, checking your corners, you find a very tiny room, about the same size as a small bedroom adjacent to it. It seems to have a dining table occupying a majority of it, and some countertops around the edges and some various cabinets. Looks to be a kitchen type of thing. But on the other end is a back door that leads out of it. There's also a window to the side of this room.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing in here other than just what she's seeing.
Mm-hmm. On the window to this right side of the building, coming in from the entrance, you do see out that window just what remains of the desert on that, or the village on that side. Pretty much the only thing out in that direction is a small outhouse.
She goes back into, or she'll get on the Bluetooth and just, so this area is clear. There's a outhouse not too far from here that I see, but I'm not seeing any sign of anything else.
Well, we got the girl and another girl. That's mission complete. We need to get back to base.
And Elsa, as she's wrapping herself up and applying this green herb, you said you also gave her one, or you gave the
I gave
little girl one.
Little girl one. Yeah.
She's holding on to it. She seems in decent shape by comparison, but she's just sort of grasping it.
I can give, or because I've got a lot, enough herbs until Elsa gets to full.
Okay.
Just,
Wait, so how many herbs
Just-
are we talking here?
Keep rolling, I guess, and then tell me when to stop, or or tell me when she's at full.
So that's one.
Okay.
That's another.
How many herbs do y'all have?
I have 2 left and a red herb.
Oh,
I didn't think to get herbs.
it's okay. I got some. I got enough for 2.
There's one more.
Okay.
Still got a ways yet to go. Well, I'll keep doing them one at a time. You let me know if you run out.
I have 3 left.
She would definitely need more than 3 to get to full.
I'll stop it at that then, because that's at least one entire medical pouch off me.
Yeah, she
And
looks
he's just gonna
about
dump that
halfway
pouch.
good.
Yeah, he's gonna dump that pouch.
Okay. As in, you're gonna leave the pouch, or?
Yeah.
Then gonna get on the thing with Chris, let Chris know that we have Elza. We have Elza. We have
What's her
an
name?
extra. What was the name?
Nafisa.
Nafisa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody else by the name.
Nafisa.
Nafisa. Yep. We got somebody by the name of Nafisa. I guess belongs to one of the refugees back at the camp. I guess we're gonna start moving out here soon.
Copy that. Bring him home.
We'll try. Don't like how quiet it is.
Elsa, as she's patching herself up, cocks her Browning handgun, readies her crossbow, and is just like, okay, I'm definitely feeling better. And she kind of wipes some of the blood from the side of her face and some of the dirt and gets a bit of a cleaner look about her, but she says, be careful.
Well, we already cleared out a way back, so we're just gonna head back. We're gonna get you to base. We're gonna get you to safety.
Think
Scarlett's gonna jump in and ask real quick though. Just so I obviously assume you heard whatever was going on out here.
Yeah. Well, I was a part of it.
Do you know what happened? Do you know if there are any more? I guess Majini that might have run off somewhere. We don't even know where the animals are. The animals are gone.
Yeah. When I came into the village looking for this girl, I saw that she was basically hiding from all of these villagers. Eventually she got found out, and I had to intercede. I fought them all, and took a bit of grit, and I barely survived. Eventually I came out on top. Been a little bit too injured to move since then. I think those other soldiers came through whiles after that. Fairly certain I took out all the villagers, but I don't know. Might still be some stragglers. But something else came after that. Again, I was
Did you
just
see what it was?
not clearly. I was kind of hunkering down by that point. Again, still quite injured. Whatever it was, it took out all those soldiers.
That makes sense. There's some pretty nasty injuries from them.
Well, whatever it was big. I kind of try and glance out the window. Caught glimpses of something big moving around. Whatever it was, it shook the earth. I could feel that much.
That's probably me walking around.
She gives you a sideways glance.
Don't worry. Don't worry about Junior. This is what Junior does.
I mean, there ain't nothing around here bigger than me.
Oh.
I wouldn't be so sure.
I mean, you hit like a truck, but
I look like a truck.
you're right. Well, all right. If everybody's all good, let's start moving up. But it's good to know It's good to know at least to look out for something big or that's shaking the earth. That's not Junior.
Junior's gonna get his shield and basically have the girl tucked close and have the shield in front, and is gonna escort her.
All right. Big, gentle
Right,
giant
and
sort
then-
of look of this tiny little person and this big,
Yeah.
ogreish man.
Although she is gonna like as they're about to move out the room, she's just gonna, hey, well, one of you two moving around inside the building?
This building?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nafisa got a little curious and took a peek out the window.
Okay, that's good. That's good. It means I noticed it was hard to notice at first, but saw a little something moving in the window. That's why we came over.
I told her to be careful. We didn't know if you were friend or foe, but seems like we got lucky.
Very lucky. It was brave though. But
and she sort of catches you by the shoulder before you move out, and she says, "Oh, what's your name, soldier?"
They call me Scarlett. Scarlett Ashby. Now you can call me the Tough.
The Tough. Huh. Almost forgiven me. Flashbacks to my university days. Weird nicknames. Anyway, listen, Scarlett. And she says this as the rest of you are kind of preparing to move on, kind of catches you, holding you back a bit. This girl has been through a lot. Her family has been through a lot. The way these bioweapons, these monsters have ravaged this region. It's not anything that anyone should have to go through. It is the most important thing to me right now that Nafisa gets back to her family. Can you promise me that? No matter what happens.
Nobody's going through me.
Yeah, we're here. We came here to get you out, but we are also going to get anybody else out that needs help. That's our job. That's what we do. So I promise you, whatever happens, we will do our best.
Good. And then she readies a crossbow. She says, "All right then, let's get moving."
Let's get moving. With that, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Is Dante back?
That's a good question.
Because if not, I might have to use the bathroom too.
All right, yeah, we could take a quick break if you like.
Quick little break.
Quick little break. I could go ahead and throw up the pre-stream in the meanwhile. Or I suppose in this case, I don't need to use the bathroom, so I could just hang out in case anybody's in chat and
yeah, all right.
Talk it up while I wait for y'all. All right, so now we're officially back from break. Hello, everyone. As you all prepare to depart from this cabin, you hear in the near distance a loud screech. This loud, animalistic, monstrous screech that echoes out over the valley. Just except at a much higher pitch and much louder volume.
Get your ass moving.
What is that?
And Helza's just like, I think that's what took out the rest of your team. I think it's time to run.
I'm just gonna lift the girl and
and you start running. And you see immediately as you exit outside of the building, this large shadow looming across the village. As you hear as this flying figure, massive and stretched wide in its wingspan, with a couple of pairs of wings beating, this large bat-like monstrosity soaring towards the village at a pretty rapid pace before landing on its legs. This long, almost caterpillar-like tail drooping from its body as it flies, and as it lands, it stands straight up. and it has all of these legs along the bottom and these two sort of front arms like that of a bat that are sort of attached to its wings. And this lands at the northern side of the village as you all are making your way out of this building. And I'm going to need you all to roll for initiative.
That's not that bad. Ah!
Here comes our demise. Let's go.
It's not where we die.
This isn't where we die. I don't want to know what is supposed
the
to
easy
kill
stuff.
us.
This is a good place to die. Let me bring up the battle map as well.
Like to get initiative.
Hey. Oh.
That's good enough for me.
Here we go.
Wait, I thought the little kid was Elsa.
No, I just have a generic child token that I used earlier in the campaign for the Wellman's kid, and that's all I had on hand. But no, this is Elsa. So, oh yeah, Ramirez has been accompanying y'all. He's still here.
Yeah.
He rolled a nat 1 on initiative.
Oh, well, good night, Ramirez. I'm sorry.
Ramirez! Stall that thing! Ooh, Elsa needs an initiative as well, and I'll just let the girl share hers if need be. She also rolled a... What is this dice?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, you
You
know,
use it.
Elsa and Ramirez.
I want to know how Elsa survives, but we don't.
Well, that's a
Elsa's-
thing. That's on you guys. Well, actually, let me see something. No, yes, she does have preemptive strike. She has advantage on initiative rolls.
Ah.
Oh.
19! Wow, that's a reversal. At least a natural 19. Plus bonuses. Alright, so what are your rolls here?
Junior is at 13.
And then Scarlett's at 21.
Ooh,
Dante is at 17.
good rolls this time.
This is
Yeah.
no joke. This initiative build.
Alright, so top of the round is Elsa, actually.
Natural 19.
Yeah. And she is going to squeeze by in the doorway, 5 feet, and she is going to say to Junior, that must be what got the rest of your team. Do you think your firepower can stall that thing? No! I'll take that as a yes.
Oh.
Listen. And she's looking down at Nafisa between your shield. She's like, probably gonna want to get her out of the way. You mind? She pulls the girl out from between you and your shield and just starts dragging her in the other direction. So she's going to kind of... Her movement will be kind of halved from this point, but yeah. These two are kind of traveling as a pair now. So she's going to get about 15 feet away. But she is going to kind of stop and, since she's not using any dashes or anything, at least give some extra fire and make a shot with her crossbow at this creature. Which, unfortunately, does not hit. However,
Try this time.
yeah, as she stops and launches a bolt out, which whizzes by and collapses against its hardened shell-like exterior before exploding. And it does actually have to make a mobility save. It's a 12, which I believe it might actually fail. No, yeah, it's a DC 15. So it takes 11 points of explosive damage. And actually, because it failed a saving throw against explosive damage, it is also knocked prone.
Ah, yes!
And stunned until the start of its next turn. So,
I can't trip it, but I didn't need to.
yeah, Elza just fires this crossbow bolt out, which clatters against its armor, but detonates, and the creature just collapses to the ground with its tail in the back wiggling, and this hardened shell that you see surrounding it has now given way and exposed this soft underbelly that is pink and fleshy beneath. So that thing's squirming on the ground now.
I have a question. What
that's
if we
Elza's
kill
shot.
this?
We win. That's how it works.
Kind of question is that? All right,
Yeah,
so Scarlett, you're up next.
I'm gonna get Scarlett. Get Scarlett to this window.
Hmm.
And just like smash out the window.
All right.
And then just from inside the house start firing at this thing.
Mm-hmm. You do have disadvantage because it's prone, but advantage because it's stunned, so it's just a straight roll.
This is cool. Go. Oh, I will bonus. Actually, I'll do that after. No, it's not hitting anyway. Extra attack.
First set of shots spark off of the armor.
23.
23 definitely hits.
Cool.
23 misses.
And also, just to say, hold on, I gotta bring this up. I am using the CO.AG, which has piercing power.
Overcomes resistances.
Yep. So just 13 piercing. Just
All right. As you unload those shots into its soft, fleshy underbelly, you see this yellow, viscous liquid shoot out of its various pieces of flesh.
and then we'll bonus action. Adrenaline Road.
All right.
And that'll be. Actually, no. This will be a good time to use it. Action surge,
All right.
and then try it again.
Oh, okay.
So that goes up to 8d6. 32 points.
32.
Piercing. Just
Lighten up this thing's underbelly.
and then 23 again, and then another 19.
Get it.
19 points of damage. Yeah, you put down a hefty salvo of assault rifle fire that lights up this soft tissue beneath its armor. All this yellowish orange viscous fluids shooting out of this gross looking underbelly of flesh as this thing
And then-
squeals and screeches as it writhes on the ground.
And with that, she just looks at the other two. She's like, "We gotta take this thing out and make sure it doesn't get over to the other two. So do your shit, do it well." And that's her turn.
All right,
That's
that's
what I do best.
That's Scarlett. Next up, with all of this commotion, Scarlett, ahead of you, you do see bursting out of the outhouse comes one guy who was in there. He's like, what's all going on here? Except, yelling in Swahili. And he is seeing you in the window, is going to make a run for it and come at you with a hammer.
Get
That's a
slammed.
gross toilet, dude.
That is a gross toilet.
I mean, I made that asset. That's a gross toilet.
Nope, he's not doing much besides that. That is going to be the end of his turn. Next up is Dante. Just to briefly describe the sort of layout here, obviously there's the corral area here. And these cleared rooms that have been unfogged are rooms that you all have been in. So this is the room where you saw the body on the ground through the window. This is the room that Junior kicked open first and then left. Looks like there's
I'm just within
staircase
range.
in that corner.
I'm just within range.
All right, what are you doing, Dante?
Okay, let me.
You lose a foot of 5 feet of movement on Junior Square.
Oh, why with the boy? Oh, okay. I'll do my second thing then. I'm gonna action dash to get
All right.
all the way here, and then I'm gonna
Right, you're right at its corner.
action surge. Oh no, I lost my advantage stuff. There it is. Ouch. That doesn't hit.
16 actually does hit,
Oh yeah.
as it's prone and its soft underbelly is exposed. It seems to be a little bit easier to hit.
And this is it automatic crit since it's stunned?
No, not
that would be
on
if
a
it was
stun. Yeah, if it
paralyzed.
was paralyzed, yeah, but not on stun. So
Oh,
it's just a
dang it.
regular hit.
That's 15.
15 points of damage.
I'm gonna attempt a headshot. Since it's
Alright.
easier to hit.
Go for it. That actually hits.
Yes! Oh, wait. Wrong roll. $27.
All right, 27 points of damage as you blast
I'm
it
gonna
into
bonus
it.
action.
All right, you keep blasting into its soft flesh, sending these splatters of yellow goo that stain some of your armor.
Do I headshot again? Can you headshot more than once?
Yeah,
Any, as long as you want.
Yep.
you could headshot on every
Ooh.
attack if you're Chauncey.
We'll try headshot one more time. Well, I don't
Because
know.
it has its own baked-in balance with the -5 to hit, so it's unlimited use.
Imagine if you crit this too.
Got
That'd
advantage.
be pretty nice.
That would be really.
So the headshot would be 2. Oh! I think that misses.
You still have advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have advantage.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
and you have gun fu, so you don't have.
Yeah!
still hits.
Get shot.
All right, 17 points.
Pop, pop.
Just that, and then remove that. Technically, I could back away without it taking opportunity, right?
Yeah, because it's
It's
incapacitated.
Because I still have 25 movement. So I'm just gonna go like here.
All right.
I think that's right. Actually, maybe here. Yeah, protecting these two.
All right. So that's the end of your turn. Junior, you're up next.
Ah!
Look at him
And
go.
he's going to run, jump, dive, and smash his shield into it.
All right. Like a wrestling move.
You
I'm
know it.
scared.
Advantage. Oh no. Oh yeah.
22. 22 hits.
Oh man, it's prone too.
So that was a charged attack
Oh.
with box refugee, and
Yeah, it is stunned, so you can charge strike it, yeah.
yep, and Haymaker. So that's 8d10 for normal melee and charge strike, and then 2d4 for box refugee, and then 15 for being junior. 58.
Whew. All right, a solid slam into that soft underbelly, which is really gross as you basically go part way into it and get submerged in some of the fluids that are squirting out.
He doesn't even register on his brain as he's just smashing with the shield, and he's gonna do it again with an action surge.
All right.
Wait, you don't have it. Oh, that's right. That was an action. That's right.
It's a full action to do a charge strike.
Yeah.
Do it again!
Do it again. Uh, 17.
Hits. Can't believe you're just ground fighting this Popo Kurimu. Oh, those rolls!
Whoa! 9, 9, 10 max on the D4s? Whoa. That's a crit.
Yeah.
Ah!
Action search again!
I'm action search again.
Nope, once per turn.
And, shit. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Wait, no, I don't think I could have anyways. Yeah, because it's a huge creature. I actually can't grapple it.
You cannot, yeah. You are physically
Yes.
incapable of grappling it. So,
I'm trying to right now, actually.
next up,
That's what this. That's what that 70 points of damage was me trying to grapple it.
I totally forgot to bring Ramirez out onto the map.
Ramirez,
Ramirez, right!
take this pistol, save the world.
Ramirez exist. There he is.
There he is.
So, next up is going to be the BOW's turn. It is going to use half of its movement to stand from prone.
I thought it was stunned.
It is no longer stunned at the start of its turn.
Oh.
And, first off, it's going to make 2 claw attacks against Junior.
Ah!
That's going to be a 27 to hit.
hits.
And
That also hits.
29. So you take 16 points of slashing damage from the first attack,
Use my reaction.
14 points of slashing from the second.
I'm gonna block that first one with my shield and reduce it by half. With Uncanny Block.
All right. So that's 8 and 14. And after those 2 swipes, sending mounds of dust and dirt and sand flying all over the place with each swing, it scratches across you and your shield. And then it is going to take flight. Scott,
Going to opportunity attack.
did it take your reaction to reduce, or?
Oh, you're right. That was my reaction. yes.
Okay. It has got 40 feet of flight remaining. So it is going to head in this direction towards
Oh no.
Dante. And you see this tail-like appendage that it has hanging low below it as it flies. And it is going to charge forward with that as a... you see this sharp, pointed stinger at the end of it that is going to attempt to impale you with. So it has moved the requisite amount to make this a charge attack as well. So let's see if this hits. 25.
Oh, it hits.
So you take...
Oh no. Am I gonna get infected?
Whoa!
Oh, that's a lot of damage! Oh, that's a lot of damage!
53 points of piercing damage. Because I got the extra charge up. The straight line charge. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh no. At least I'm good at those. But if you... Does it succeed?
That fails.
Oh no.
So you're knocked back 20 feet and prone. So you impact against the side of the building. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage upon the impact. And Elza, who's in the way, also
I'm sorry, Elsa.
takes...
My inner Neri is in pain right now.
What is it with us in the Resident Evil series right now? People getting thrown against other people.
5 points of bludgeoning
no,
damage to her.
This is Neri energy. Neri got thrown against Katara in like the second episode with it.
And that's going to be all it can do on its turn. And it is going to stay... Well, actually does still technically have some movement left. So it's going to get into... Fly a little bit, sort of hovering in this direction, staying close to a target. Last up is Ramirez. So he's going to be a hero and be like, ah! And start spraying.
Yo,
for his
Ramirez,
life.
Be the man, Ramirez.
We need you.
Be it. Do it. Ramirez.
That doesn't hit. Back up to the top of the round. Elza sees all this carnage in the review after getting smacked from behind. Kind of looks back and sees all this battle going on. She's just like, kind of looking between all of you, looking back at the child, looking back at all of you. She slings the crossbow back over her shoulder and draws her handgun. And she's going to keep pressing on with the kid. But she is going
Get out of here!
She is going to still reserve her action for throwing one shot back as she's going. Just for what help it could be.
Her explosive damage handgun.
Yeah, that's the one. That just misses. That hits. Dealing 11 points of piercing damage to it as she manages to catch a bit of flesh amongst all its armor.
Oh, there it is.
And she is actually gonna spend 1 will point to bonus action dash.
Oh, she's a survivor.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
That's how
sense.
she survived.
She survived Raccoon City. She's probably gonna survive this.
Well, you know she survived this. because she's in the final battle against the Manifold afterwards.
She survives this.
So she's keeping on moving. And that is going to be the end of her turn. Scarlett, you're up next.
Cool. I'll take the opportunity attack just to kind of move over to the
You're
door.
like, and he yells something at you and swings his hammer. $22.
22.
He is ecstatic about actually landing a hit. You take
Yeah.
7 points of bludgeoning damage as you run away.
Half that.
Right. So reduce to 3.
Reaction.
Well, at that point, the minimum would reduce it to 0.
That's true.
You take no damage from that guy.
He's just happy he got to hit something, though.
Yeah, he reaches through the window and just knocks you on the back with his hammer on your way out.
And then she's gonna get out here and, or not fully out, but enough to get out the door to look up and be like, that thing needs to go back. She's just gonna unload to see if she can hit it.
All right.
Nope.
Fortunately, doesn't hit.
Yeah, I figure anything below a 22 doesn't hit. It seems
I
like
think it's
Elsa-
below a 20.
No, because anything below. Anything below. No, because Elsa hit 21 and that just missed.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm thinking
Oh.
anything 21 or lower doesn't hit this thing. Yep. Nope. All right.
Unfortunately, you're looking at a big wall of armor right now. Bullets are sparking off.
Even with piercing, boy. Okay, bro, risk it for the biscuit. Actually, no, I don't have a way of knocking this thing prone.
I do.
I'm gonna save my action surge.
All right.
Gonna get back in here. Yeah, I'm gonna get back in here. I'm gonna save my action surge though. Not gonna use that. Want to save it for if we can knock this big boy down.
All right. So that's Scarlett.
Yep.
Next up, this Majini is going to vault inside and use his remaining movement to get within range of you and continue swinging at you with his hammer. To no avail. Dante.
Yes.
You hear this shuffling in the behind the wall to your side as this guy seems to get back on his feet and stumbles outwards, takes a brief survey around. He actually sees these two trying to escape and actually decides to throw one of his daggers at them and one of his knives that he has on hand. Just
Elsa, watch out.
Elsa. 24.
Elsa, watch out.
I'll just do it for the sake of brevity here. Just do average on that. So she takes 6 points of damage.
Oh no.
She's like, "Tsia!" as it bumps into her. But he looks to his side and sees opportunity and heads over here towards the
I am hiding
prone
behind
guy.
this wall.
He sees your feet
You hit the
dangling
wall.
out.
He heard you.
Yeah, that's what woke him up. Like,
Oh. Don't hurt me.
so that's gonna be all that's going on there.
He can't.
Oh,
They
no,
only
you
got
don't
one
anymore.
attack.
Yeah, so next up is going to be Dante.
I'm getting up and I'm blasting this dude in the face. Oh, here we go.
Good animation.
Come here.
We got to see the tweens.
Yeah.
Do I want a headshot?
Yes.
I'm gonna headshot. I hate you. You suck. Does that hit?
Yep, it hits.
Cool. You suck. I hate you. I hope you die from this. Rolling. There we go. 25.
25. You blast his butt, putting a
Is he
full
dead?
hole through a part of his shoulder, but he is not dead.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna,
Barely standing,
again.
severely injured.
but I'm just gonna do regular this time, so I don't wanna risk it. I could have risked it.
Still
Oh, well.
hits. Either way, I think your minimum damage will obliterate him at this point. So he is blasted and goes down for the count.
Oh wow.
So
You would have killed him. That attack would have killed him if you headshot.
I mean, that is
Oh.
true.
And now I'm gonna aim
Oh yeah, wholesale.
my pistol. This might not hit, but I'm gonna try hit. So I want to do something. I'm gonna fire at this bat.
All right.
Come on, please hit. Please hit. Oh!
That actually hits.
Oh!
All right, I'm gonna use. Okay, which one do I use? Stopping shot or do I use limb shot?
Prone
or stun? They're both
Prone.
the same save. Prone?
Prone. Knock it out the
Prone.
sky.
All right, prone it is. My dude needs to make a strength save.
Wait, no. Stun affects you as well. You benefit from stun.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I
Stun then?
still technically get a benefit off it, so.
Stun. Yeah,
Yeah.
just stun it.
It's the same.
See?
Wait, no. That's a Constitution save for a stun.
All right, so needs to make a
Versus-
con
I think
save.
Wait, I don't know if this dude has a lot of con.
He does.
Oh.
This thing has a lot of health.
Does it have
It's got
more
a-
con or more strength?
Probably more strength. That's my guess. But I don't know. It's got a massive attack bonus.
Yeah. It's attack
Okay,
bonus.
let's stun it then. Con save.
All right. 18.
No.
Take it, it
It
succeeds.
passes.
So
Yeah,
you blast it
I'll
with
send
your
you all
handgun
damage,
and you see a few spurts from its fleshy bits that you're able to thread the needle between the armored plates, attempt to stun it, but are unsuccessful. So that's 9 points of damage for him. It looks pretty hurt. It looks like you guys did a pretty sizable amount of damage in that opening salvo, but still pretty tough.
Also, we need you. That's the end of Dante's turn.
All right. After that's going to be Junior.
How far above me is it?
It didn't get a whole lot of height since it attacked from its flying position, so it's no more than 5 or so feet off the ground, maybe 10 feet off the ground at most. So hovering between that range. But either way,
Is
within
it-
your arm's reach,
So I can punch it.
you can.
I'm gonna jump and try to grab onto it. As an attack.
All right, got it.
Gonna do a Chauncey.
I'm not gonna haymaker. 22.
That hits.
That just hits.
There we go. I'm going to add my box effigy to this attack
All
for
right.
this round.
Suplex it.
I gotta put it on his butt again. 15 points of just angry noise damage.
All right.
Get back down there! Hey, where's he going?
As you jump up and swat at it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do that again.
Digging your hands into its soft, fleshy bits.
Ew.
Just trying to claw at it, and smack it with the shield wherever I can. That's
Hits.
pretty decent.
Also hits, yeah.
That's pretty decent. Here we go. Oh, minus a D4.
Oh, right. So 14.
14 points of damage. And then he's just gonna look at it and just go, ah, damn it. And just pull out a shotgun.
Now, where'd he get the
He's right.
shotgun from?
he's had a shotgun this whole time.
Oh.
It's tiny. But he's got one.
It's like a toy for you. All right, so that's Junior's turn.
Yeah.
Next up is going to be the Popo Karimu again. It's going to go ahead and, since you're still within range, lay down and still hurting it. Lay down a few more strikes with its claws against you. Swiping, it lands for a moment and just swipes at you.
I'm
Natural
going
20.
to
no.
uncanny block that.
All right, so that one's getting
Whatever.
uncanny block. 31.
I can't uncanny block that one, but I'm gonna uncanny block the crit.
All right. First attack. The critical hit deals 21 points of slashing, reduced to 10.
Add that to 10.
Second attack deals
Start
14 points.
14.
And it is going to take a brief flight in this direction and come at Ramirez with its stinger.
Yo, what if it nat 1?
Oh
no!
Ramirez.
Oh no!
Fire Ramirez.
Ramirez.
So
Ramirez!
You'll be remembered.
he takes 23 points of piercing damage.
Stabbing damage.
It's actually quite below average. And he's just like, ah! As he's been spraying and praying this whole time, it comes at him and he's just still continuing to scream, just like, ah! As this stinger comes forward and impales him against the wall, flat against it.
Oh no!
As it pulls out, you see blood seeping out from his guts as it pulls away from that wall. And he drops a little bit, but holds on to his stomach and says, yeah, it's gonna take more than that to put me down.
Oh, Ramirez!
My boy!
He's still in the fight.
My boy!
Ramirez.
He's got 3 hit points, but he's still in the fight.
Ramirez,
You know if this creature could speak, it'd be like, "How are you still alive?"
I'm not sure either. That was a pretty sad crit.
Oh man. My
But-
boy.
Ramirez, in his battle fervor, is just gonna be like, ah, and continue spraying up at it with his assault rifle, not even caring about the proximity.
And we crit for crit. That would be awesome.
I mean, he's gonna have disadvantage, so the odds are infinitesimal.
Ooh, there you go.
Oop, that
That's
was not.
amazing.
Hold on.
Keep lowest 1.
Oh, forgot to put the number there. There we go.
No! No! It was
With the
right there.
horns. Yeah, he did roll 20,
It was
but he
right
doesn't get to
there.
keep it. So he's just spraying into the abyss, sparks flying off of its shell and into his face, just like, ah, as he's covered in his own blood. That's the Ballad of Ramirez. So, next up, brings us back to the top of the round. Elsa She's going to keep trying to help while she has range. So she is...
Crossbow it!
She'd have to reload it.
No! Launcher mastery!
She does actually have launcher mastery.
Oh?
Yeah.
So she is actually going to... well, first she's going to use her first attack to make an attack with the handgun. Since she still has range.
Yo, it's gonna be awesome if she hits with both of these.
Let's go.
Doesn't hit as she's just running back and one-handed firing shots over her shoulder, but not hitting. She's going to stop for a moment, holster the handgun, and pull the crossbow out. Use her bonus action to reload it, and
Get him,
fire
please.
another explosive bolt.
Elsa!
Unfortunately, it doesn't hit,
But it's still.
but it does still have to make its mobility save.
Oh, it can still fail.
That's right! Come on, Elsa!
Please fail. Please fail. Please fail.
Please fail! Our lives are hanging on the line!
No!
No!
It succeeds and does not take the explosive damage. I believe that one's a null or nothing save.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I think if you miss.
Yeah. So she's like, "Ugh," and just slings the crossbow back over. And gives one last heartfelt look at the rest of you and keeps moving regretfully. But she used all of her action economy, so she can't do any dashes, but she's still going to keep moving. Running for her life. Telling the little girl, don't look back! Scarlett, you're up next.
Yep. Gonna start unloading on this thing.
$23 does hit.
Piercing.
20 points coming in.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
Spicy hot.
And
Lighten up the bits of flesh between its armor.
No!
doesn't go.
No.
Gonna action surge.
Yeah!
That does hit.
Same roll.
That was terrible, but 17. And
Come on, last one hit. Get him. Kill him.
the dice gods be on my side.
Nat 20!
Here it comes.
No!
What?
No!
Trash.
No!
That was a 19. Raph, you saw that.
That
was
was
a
a
19, right?
19!
That was trash.
Unfortunately, your last burst of shots
It
just clatter
scared
against
the
its
sausage
armor.
away.
Alright, y'all, I'm out of action surges, but I did deal
Did a hefty chunk of damage, and this creature,
hefty chunk.
after those shots, is starting to look quite weak as you see it. They're bleeding out of several wounds all over its person. Some of that yellow, viscous bodily fluid still leaking from its soft underbelly, and the entire creature just moving and dragging itself along more weakly than before.
She just she's just on the radio just like, try and finish this thing. We're not leaving until it's dead. And
Or until we're dead.
Until
Yeah.
it's dead.
until it's dead. This is also set on the intercom so Chris can hear.
All right.
And yeah. That's your turn. We can't think of anything else to do.
Next up, Majini is going to take another swing at you with his hammer. 22.
Wow.
He's doing work.
Yeah. He hasn't done any
This is
damage
the
though.
best day of his life.
7 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 3.
Yep. And it's even better. I'm still gonna roll it anyway.
So you reduce his attack to nothing again, as you just shrug off the attack.
She's just not even looking at him or giving him the moment to just be like, yeah, it's just, she just shrugs it off. like an annoying fly. She's just, stop.
Another Majini bursts out of a pantry and runs to join the fight.
What the?
Bruh.
All this commotion going on. Alright, that is going to be the end of their turn. Dante, you're up next.
Hello?
What?
Oh, it's me.
Yep, you're still Dante.
Man, no, are you kidding me? Oh my god, I just want to fight this thing. Okay, I'm gonna shoot him. Shoot this dude.
Oh, the only reason we were like, what, is because it cuts you out for a moment.
Oh yeah, because
So
it
it's
just
like, next up is...
Oh.
14.
That hits.
Go away. Yeah!
yeah, I killed him.
That straight up did. And he gets blasted back. Down for the count. Gored.
Coming up. So is this thing still hovering above the ground?
Slightly, yeah.
So
fine.
it's not within 5 feet?
It is within 5 feet, yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just 5. It's hovering 5 feet off.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk a thing, because I don't trust myself, so I'm just gonna... Yeah!
Hits.
And I'm gonna apply maneuver point. I'm gonna do... We want prone, right?
You did the con.
No,
before,
we
right?
want stunned. We want stunned. Yeah, 'cause
Do
that
the
was con
strength.
before. Do the strength?
Well, we know what its con is. If you want to keep doing con, I think it's a +6, but we don't know what its strength modifier
I think
for
its
the
con was
save
a
is.
+8. Raph, what was its con?
You don't know.
Are you allowed to tell us?
Somewhere.
No!
know.
we
You
saw
have,
it.
you have the record, but
It's a +8.
it's up to you.
It's a +8.
Yeah, I believe it's a +8.
And its attacking is a +12.
No, it makes sense. 8 + 4.
Are they both a +8?
Possibly.
I guess it doesn't really matter what we do then. Alright, stun or prone?
Hit it with the sun.
Yeah.
Alright,
That's stunned.
con save.
Getting that one.
Con save. 14.
Oh!
It just fails!
That fails. All right, so it
That's how I
is.
feel right
What
now,
was
that
it?
girl.
Is it? What was it? Stunned.
Yeah, stunned.
All right, so it is stunned and collapses to the ground a little bit. It's not prone, but it is stunned.
I didn't even roll its damage yet. There we go. That's the damage. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
All right, you blast it. Another
I'm gonna have a
spurt of
heart
viscous
attack.
fluid as you place your shot precisely between its armor.
Alright. And then I'm gonna action surge. I think I have one more action surge left. Yeah. An action surge. And I'm gonna headshot. Try headshot.
Because with it,
Wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, that failed anyway. But
That did fail.
that's because it's not.
before
prone,
that
right?
Yeah,
second
it's not
shot, I would have
prone.
bonus action reloaded.
Ah.
Before that second shot.
Got it.
Okay, so now I'm there we go.
So no headshot because it's not prone.
Okay, so it's stunned but not prone. So
Yeah, it needs to
gotcha.
be. It needs to be prone for us to be able to get a lower AC.
Yeah, we should probably go for the prone then, so we can we can attempt headshots.
I remember that for
Can-
next time.
Can you? Wait a minute. It's stunned, right?
It is stunned.
It is stunned at the moment in time. It is stunned at the moment in time, you can prone it right now.
I can't now.
Fails.
Wait, no,
You
do I
can't
still have
Do you have another maneuver point? Because
But I missed the
If-
attack.
Well, can you action search?
yeah,
I did
you-
action. Wait, did I do my extra attack?
You didn't do your extra attack.
Yeah, it was your first attack on your action surge.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
Extra
you can
attack.
maneuver point and hit this with the prone, and it'll fail because it's stunned. They automatically fail strength and mobility save throws.
It's true.
that is true.
so I just
Oh.
need to hit it then.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna do headshot.
I'm about
Yeah,
All right,
Just hit it.
all right,
Yeah.
all right, all
22
right, all right.
just hits.
maneuver point.
All right, so you're knocking this thing prone?
Yep, that was my last maneuver point.
All right, you blast its legs out from under it, and it rolls over onto its side. As it
And then
writhes and
damage.
squeals.
Get him.
Get him.
All right, 16 points. This thing looks quite devastated.
It's time.
Let's get him.
It's time.
It's time.
Junior!
Bottle smash.
After
Oh,
Dante,
yeah,
Junior's up
yeah.
next.
As it falls prone, you just hear over the-
Junior.
you hear from her, and you also and the sounds you hear from Dante too. You just hear, "Hey, Junior, do your thing."
Ah! I'm gonna do a backflip into it. All right, here we go. Let's go.
It's got lower AC this time.
This is haymakers all the way around.
Arm bars everywhere.
17
17 does hit because it's prone.
because it
This
is prone.
about to be a literal. How do you want to do this right here?
Hold on. Charge strike, box strategy, haymaker. 54 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
All right. I can't imagine this thing weighs any more than the boulder that I lifted earlier today.
It is a little bit heavier than the boulder.
I'm still gonna try to lift it.
All right. So you are trying as hard as you possibly can to suplex it is the idea.
Yes. I might rip it in half before that happens, but I'm trying.
All right, indeed, this thing is writhing along the ground. You grab this big bulbous tail that extends from its bottom end, wrapping your arms around it and not even being able to clasp your hands together on the other side. But you heave, plant your feet, attempt to lift it as much as you can. And while this thing is quite too heavy for even a peak human condition physical athlete such as yourself to lift, nonetheless, you hear the tearing of ligaments and flesh as this yellow, soft underbelly begins to tear, and this ocean, this gallons, several gallons upon dozens of gallons of yellow fluid begins seeping out of the rupture as this thing squeals and screeches loudly, ear-piercing. The unbroken window at the south side of this building shatters as it screeches. But nonetheless, you scream all the more and tear open this massive rupture, in its soft, fleshy underside. The armor itself doesn't tear. You just bend it in such a way that the flesh
armor from it
stretches out more than it should. And you are soaked in this smelly, yellow, viscous liquid.
He's bathing in it.
Meanwhile, Elsa probably thinks that Junior just got stabbed and died.
Does this dude behind me like see this, hear this? Does he just run?
Can I make an
Do you get
intimidation check?
frightened?
Make an intimidation check. Go
Alright,
for
here we
it.
go.
That one.
16 on a check.
This dude is quite terrified, but also quite single-minded, and it still seems to be staying put. So that's Junior's turn.
I have an action search.
That's true. You also, that was your first attack.
No, that was my that was an action for
Oh right, yeah, charge strike.
charge strike. I'm sure she's got this. he's gonna sit back down again.
All right. So you're just. I love it. You just roid out and rest. You Hulk out once. So that's Junior's turn. Next up would be the Popo Kurimu, but it is down for the count. Ramirez, clutching his wound, is going to turn in this doorway and be like, get down, and try to shoot this guy.
Oh yeah. Oh no!
Fails miserably, looking at his gun as it jams. Just like, it's just looking beat. Back up to the top of the round. Yeah, Elsa and the child have just taken on full dash action, full bonus dash, leaving.
Go. Save yourself.
They're on their way out of the town. But next up is Scarlett.
And she's just like, we need to. So she's, hey, we need to go through, catch up with them, and make sure everything's all good. Stop moving. She's gonna punch this dude. It's an action to. It's an action to do what was done to do. I don't want to punch him.
Where are you going?
I just have the bad feeling that this thing's gonna get back up like a Crimson Head.
Thankfully, these don't.
I can kill it.
From my end, they never got back up in Resident Evil 5.
So you're punching this guy?
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking. I was trying to look in the chat for my thing, but I guess it automatically deletes
After
previous stuff after a while.
Yeah.
You just click view all chat entries for this game.
How do you do that?
Oh.
You scroll up to the top and then you click it.
22 definitely hits.
7 bludgeoning.
Oh!
And then she's gonna go for it again. All right.
22.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Consistent. Bop, 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 bop.
14 bludgeoning in total. Just she's just, come on. That's it.
All right. Next up, he's gonna friggin' take a swing at you. Nope. 16 does not hit. Next up is Dante.
You guys.
Yeah, the Scarlett ordered to stick with Elsa and the child, like just start moving after him.
You guys sure you got this handled?
Yeah, I'll be catching up with you in a minute here. I just gotta knock this boy down.
Understood.
And let me go. Oh, I need to zoom out. Hold on.
Time to run all 60 feet.
Here. How do you like automatically move?
Oh, you have to drag your character
Yeah.
Oh,
because that's
wait.
just measuring it. So if you if you drag your character and right
Oh!
or press spacebar, I think spacebar also does it.
Yeah.
There you go. Took you
I
an
only
entire
recently learned how to
campaign. Entire campaign to figure that one out.
Learn how to do that. Okay. Yeah, and she's coming after.
All right. Junior, you're up. If you're gonna do
He's down,
anything,
actually, but he's about to get up. The mission.
The mission.
15, actually 20 feet to stand up because he has 40 feet of movement.
that's 40 feet of movement.
And he's gonna run. Oh jeez, what happened?
He was going the wrong
What
way.
happened? What happened? I dragged and something weird happened.
That's very in character.
Was
Yeah, I know. He just got so he looks around. He's like, which way am I
Oh,
going?
mission! All right, so I'm gonna zoom out so I can do the whole thing. He's going to, and then bonus or then action dash to do that much movement.
Oh, you got up to me.
He's fast. He's a sprinter.
No, I feel bad leaving Scarlett all alone. I thought you were staying back with her.
He's got this.
No, Scarlett literally said everybody leave.
Besides, she's got Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez is here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Yeah,
next
that's all I
up,
can do.
next up is Ramirez. He's going to draw his pistol and continue trying to shoot over your shoulder.
Oh, he's staying back.
Yeah, he's not helping. He's trying though. Just
trying.
just taking these shots, but this guy's dodging and weaving on either side of you, and he's having trouble placing a shot between you. Back up to the top. Elza's still running off into the distance. Scarlett, you're up next.
I was gonna say, does she look back to see that the group is chasing them?
Mm-hmm. At this point, you've lost sight of Elza off in the distance, but you see that they're running off in the direction that she was headed. Yep. Yeah, hit
Mess
him.
him up. Oh,
Still hit him.
yeah.
21.
Is he dead?
Not yet.
Bop, bop. Still standing.
It's like out of the 7, 14, 21. So 24 damage taken in total. He's
needs
still
6.
chilling. Yep.
So next up, he's going to counterattack. With a hit.
Man, this dude.
I mean,
Let's go.
yeah,
This guy's landed
sure.
some hits. He's dealing 4 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 2.
reduce to 0.
Reduce to 0.
All right. I take it the rest of you are still running.
Yeah, I can move 80 feet around.
Mhm.
No,
I can move.
yes, 80 feet.
60.
The rest
Wait,
of
no.
you.
I moved 20 feet less because
Actually-
yeah. Because I had to get up. So actually, I'm actually there, and then I move 80 feet from there.
So you all keep moving. Next up, Ramirez is going to continue taking
Actually-
shots.
I'm gonna keep. Dante's gonna stay here and let Junior go up ahead to Elza.
All right.
Dante wants to make sure that Scarlett gets out of here.
Back up to the top. Scarlett, you're up again. I just want to see how this ends.
Yeah!
Still hits.
Ooh.
Get deaded!
5.
Oh, come on.
1 point, bro. 1 point.
This guy is going the distance.
He really is.
Next attack comes in, he ducks right underneath it and tries to counter swipe,
This is the real boss fight.
Yeah, this is the.
but misses.
Ah, no.
Junior's behind you,
Wait.
still just like, oh, watch out. Well, that should be a +4 actually, which hits, and reducing him to 0 hit points with his 2 pistol shots. And nope, that's it. This guy goes down. As he finally
Yay,
lands, Ramirez finally lands a
And-
shot in this fight.
And with this, immediately she just takes a moment, reloads her gun,
All right.
and then looks at Ramirez and is just like, "You did good. You did good. Come on, let's start heading out of here, man."
Oh,
Chris-
yeah.
Chris is gonna hear about this. You're gonna get a promotion. I can already tell. Hey, take a green herb real quick.
All right.
I'm
He
gonna
gets.
have Dante reload his guns while he was waiting.
All right.
Here's your
So-
med kit.
He heals up. So
While actually, Junior, while running, will take some time to reduce his speed to a light jog and start chugging eggs.
And the idea behind this is just she wants to get them moving out of this place as much as possible. Like if there's anything else coming their way, it's just run.
Mhm.
Yep. I mean, we've already completed our mission.
Well,
We just gotta.
maybe.
We found Riley. Now we have to keep her alive. We're going in the right direction, right?
you are.
2d2 again. Dang it.
And as you guys trek into the
2d2.
more
Dang it.
rocky terrain on the outskirts of the village and start giving chase, given her substantial head start, seem to have lost track of her along the way. Go ahead and make a survival check to see if you can pick up her trail.
And communicating over comms for anything that I may see. $15.
Okay. You see some prints that look pretty fresh. A pair. You get a good sense of the direction, but as it gets into more rocky terrain, you kind of lose sight of those. But you get a general sense of the direction they went, and it's basically heading back up the mountain, up that path from whence you came.
Good. Let them know the
And
direction we're heading.
once Scarlett and Ramirez catch up to Dante, then they can keep running.
Yep. It's just gonna be getting up and then just heading in that direction.
Yeah, I'll be eating enough eggs that you guys can catch up.
All right.
Eggshells. Just follow the eggshells.
Leaving a trail of eggshells. So, you all pursue, regroup with your team. Ramirez limping along, taking what heals you spare him. You all continue onward. The sun's getting low. You see the sun beginning to set on Kijuju as your travel continues. You know, of course, that Elsa and the girl managed to at least get away from the village. So you have some solace in that. But you know, when the sun starts going down, things start getting quite dangerous again in Kijuju. Come up the hill, up the path, heading up towards the mountain. There's, of course, the mountain trail that you could take over it. But along the way before you, you do see the cavern and the exit on this side of the mountain that you know through which you could have traveled before.
Where does it look like Elsa went?
It's hard to
Oh,
tell by
or-
this point. You're not
tracks. Okay.
you're not able to tell from the tracks. By this point, you're getting into the rocky terrain. But you know, out here, you face night, in there, you face whatever the caverns hold.
Oh, which way did she go?
Thing is, she survives either way, so if she went into the cavern...
Well, we don't know if she survives.
Yeah. We're gonna head up the trail again.
Yeah, that's probably, I think, where she would
Assume that she probably went up the trail and not through the cavern.
All right. So you head up.
Radioing.
Is Junior gonna go in the cavern?
Junior's
gonna
following.
radio this into Chris as well, just letting him know like the situation, etc., keeping him updated.
Copy that. Thanks for the update. You're the only team that's still reported yet back in.
Let's hope we can continue that throughout and get back to base with them.
Let's hope so. And let's hope those civilians get back in one piece. Keep me posted.
Will do.
So, with that report, you continue your trek up the mountains. The sunset turns a crimson orange as golden hour is upon you. And as you approach the apex, you see that crimson orange turn a cool blue. And night is upon you. You know the rest of the journey in the wilderness of a bioweapons infested Kijuju. It's going to be much more dangerous than the journey you took upwards. But you'll head on to whatever awaits on your way back to the BSAA camp. And that's
Wait,
where
is
we're
this
going to end
it?
this one shot.
Oh,
Wait, what happened to them?
What?
I guess
what
that
never
happened
made
to
it back.
them?
that remains rather ambiguous.
Never made it back.
We never... What?
Ah!
No! What happened to them?
Oh snap!
What happened to them?
There's a chance. Oh, there's a chance. Okay, this is okay. My theory with this right now. And hear me out. I feel like the encounter that we got into, it meant to be super challenging, but we did so much and so many things went right. We possibly changed an outcome.
No, they still never made it back to base.
They still never made it back to base. We don't. It's ambiguous.
But lore-wise, it's ambiguous what their fate was. That was the last anyone saw of them, though.
That was the last anyone. Okay.
No, that means they did die.
Well,
We just.
we don't know if they
know.
died actually, but they just never made it back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are we ever gonna come back to these characters?
Don't know.
Oh,
Probably
okay, I
not.
won't say anything then. Should I say
But-
something then?
This is the last they were heard from.
If you want to bring them back, you're gonna have to make a pretty compelling backstory.
I mean, I've got pretty much something set there.
I can make a backstory of what I planned during the one shot.
Because I have another thing set too.
Because there's a secret about Dante.
Well,
Yo,
there's a
this
lot of
is like-
secrets about that guy. I imagine we haven't even seen his face. Well, thank you all very much for watching. I see Troy made it to the chat. So, again, thanks again for tuning in to this little one-shot, filling in a little gap in the story in the campaign. It was fun to be able to play out the content that I'd prepared for the main campaign finally. And great character work. It's so weird doing these one-shots and not marking down stuff for XP, because there's so many moments where I just have this phantom instinct to just grab a pen. I'm like, oh, that's a tally. But nope. Can't do that in these. There's no continuity. But yeah, so I mean, great characters as usual. I love the dynamic. Man, soldiers are powerful though.
Soldiers are overpowered because they have all the benefits of barbarians with all the range. And and like range already breaks a lot of 5e balance.
Oh yeah. Well, even so, I think what you proved with Junior is that even because that was one of the big concerns is whether melee builds can be competitive in the Resident Evil Untold system because of the fact that firearms just so heavily outclass them. So I tried to give a lot of options to be able to make that feasible, and you put together an all-in melee build and prove that it actually works quite well. So I'm glad we got it to that point. I mean, those 50-point wombo combos were definitely, those slams were awesome.
Although I was thinking about it, because when you add, because I took, I don't know how the math would work. This is just like design stuff now. I don't know how the math would work with just raw brawler, or brawler. But with the haymaker, I'm actually thinking it might be more beneficial to do crits on individual hits because you would get an extra +10 on top of the attack.
It's true. I'm not sure how the average still works out, but
yeah, but without that, I think it's more beneficial to do the charge strike. But with a haymaker, it might be more beneficial to do it 2 individual attacks.
Right.
Yeah, that's considerable. Yeah, the haymaker offsets the average by exactly 10.
A lot.
Which is a lot.
So I was considering. I was like, I might be able to do 2 attacks, but then I knew that that final hit. I was like, this is probably gonna kill it anyway. So, and it just did the one big one.
Oh man,
dude. Yeah, like that.
That was pretty epic.
Brawlers are stupid fun.
Also, you want to talk about, because nobody watching this one shot probably knows the backstory behind the McCafferty family. Well, you didn't even mention that he was a McCafferty.
I didn't know. No.
But to give that background,
this character is the son of a character that we played in the pilots.
No, it was not in a pilot.
Playtest.
It was in a battle royale playtest that we did, where I pit you guys in a testing facility against a bunch of monsters, and then at the end had everybody fight each other. And you played a character, this ridiculous, nutty character named Sergeant McCafferty, who's still one of my favorites. This cliche Irish bare-knuckle boxer soldier.
Come on, my boy.
That character's fight with Joe was playing an evolved Metamorphosis character with like this hammer arm. Your fist fight with him at the end with the supporting characters supporting either of you was still one of the most entertaining PvP encounters I've ever seen.
The party broke into 2 halves of 2 melee fighters and 2 pure supports. And the pure supports were supporting the 2 melee fighters just trying to punch each other to death. It was the best.
It was so freaking entertaining. Yeah. Anyway,
this is the son of that guy.
Never recorded too. This is purely is purely a memory, but yeah.
Also a fun fact. All the McCaffertys have a minus to int.
Yeah, minus intelligence. They're not the sharpest tools in the shed, but dang, they can fight. I love it.
And then there's some weird stuff going on with the mask.
Also, I love Scarlett's accent, by the way.
Oh, it's pretty.
Italian. I guess you're like from the area where you probably heard a lot of those kinds of accents growing up, right?
So funny enough, no.
Oh, really?
Really?
Because you're from that kind of like Jersey area, I thought.
Yeah, so Trenton, New Jersey. I just haven't run into many people with that sort of accent out there. I just sort of learned it after watching videos and started practicing.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any one thing I learned from the Feliciano arc, it's that Italian-American accents are fun as heck. They're just fun. Yeah. They're just fun. You gotta love those kinds of characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just this sassy Italian woman.
I just know her sister's the same.
Who's bigger?
That's true. You said she was a big lady. Freaking 6 foot something.
So her sister's bigger.
I see.
Scarlett, the tough, is walking around like, I'm the runt of the family.
Yeah, Scarlett, the tough is going around, and then you have Violet just sitting back
These
at
two
Violet, the tougher.
big freaking Amazonian-looking women.
Like, what did you do back in the day? And we were gods. That's all we did.
He wanted something looked after, I would looked after it.
Yeah, we looked after him, you know? That's all
He
the
wanted
things
something
we did.
taken care of, we took care of it. That's how we do.
That's all you know. It's business. Nothing personal.
Well, nonetheless, thank you all very much for taking the time to play this. It's been a long week, but I've been looking forward to running this pretty much all week is what kept me going. And, oh man, I needed this.
Dude.
Yeah,
Good fun. Always a pleasure to play with y'all.
good fun.
Uh,
Always happy to play.
So, until next time, it just feels so good to be returning to Resident Roleplay after a while, too. I think this is the first post-campaign thing we've done.
Yeah.
So, back to this world. So,
Prologue when?
until next time, we do have some more things coming up
we do
regarding
have one
Resident Roleplay. So, I'm looking forward to all the times we'll get to return to this, our fan fiction continuity of the Resident Evil world. Until
See, what
then,
y'all don't know, and what Raph doesn't know either, is we're gonna be doing an Alpha Team one shot as well. We're all gonna be doing.
No, yeah. Every version, every iteration of this adventure. That's the thing too, because I realized upon looking back at my notes, I was like, oh yeah, I did this because there was content you guys missed. You skipped this entire mission. However, because of the diverging paths, there's still stuff that you guys haven't seen of it. So, yeah. But it worked out pretty well. Again, thank y'all very much for watching. Till next time, we'll see y'all later. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Connect your dreams all for good things.
Bye.
Good night.